step of the way at 4630 Blanding Boulevard or online at stnickguns.com. St. Nicholas Gun and Range. Gear up, shoot a lot, shoot better.
Are you 18 years or older, just got married, just got divorced, or have children? Listen up. Have you done your last will and estate planning? If you have questions, call Matt Hinson with the Hinson Law Firm. Reach him at 527-1700. Office is Jacksonville, Florida. And don't let the state decide your fate.
Chris Doering is chomping at the bit to tell you about today's Gator.
Chomp, chomp, chomp!
With Dan Hicken and Jeff Prosser. Tuesday mornings on The Drill. Brought to you by Farah & Farah, the official personal injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. On 1010XL.
Hey, Jacksonville, I'm sure by now you've seen our bright green GFL trucks and containers throughout the greater Jacksonville area. We are an industry leader in solid waste and would love the opportunity to earn your business. We are committed to customer service, reliability, and have unwavering focus on safety. Whether commercial or construction, let us haul your waste away. Call 904-760-5880 to get a quote today. GFL, green for life.
Man, have you been thinking about selling your home, but all you see potentially in front of you are problems? And you can sell for a variety of reasons. Maybe you need more space for your office or growing family. Maybe you want maximum equity for your home, but you're really not sure how. No matter what your problems are, we have the solutions, and they come with promises. We are Chad and Sandy, and ChadandSandy.com. Trust them. Your home sold, guaranteed, or they will buy it. That's a promise that you can count on. You know that Chad and Sandy are going to deliver because your home will be sold at an agreed-upon price and deadline, or they will buy it. No required costly repairs. Pick your move date. No long-term contracts. There are success stories all over the First Coast. Justin and Palatka, I was trapped in a mortgage with my ex-wife on a home that didn't sell for 184 days with another realtor. Hired Chad and Sandy, multiple offers in 7 days, sold and closed in 16. It's that easy. Go to ChadandSandy.com. That's ChadandSandy.com or 414-6200.
Frank Frangie here. Big Chief Tire makes auto care affordable with 6-month financing with the CFNA card. Plus, get $50 off your first purchase when you sign up. Whether you need new tires, brakes, or general checkup, Big Chief's expert technicians will take care of your car with top-notch service. And with no interest for 6 months, now is the perfect time to handle your vehicle needs. Visit WeKeepJacksRollin.com or call 904-932-0950 to apply for your CFNA card today. Big Chief Tire keeps Jacks rolling.
Small business, big target. DoubleCheck provides AI-powered cybersecurity solutions to small businesses so you can keep your eye on the ball. Book your free consultation this month for 10% off your first 6 months. Visit doublecheck.com today.
Rotator cuff injuries are common among athletes and those who have physically demanding careers. Don't let this injury keep you away from the sport you love. Dr. George Barry here, and the first thing you need to do with a serious shoulder injury is to diagnose where the damage is and how significant it is. Rotator cuff tears are either acute tears sustained during an injury or accident, or degenerative tears. If you're interested in learning more about rotator cuff repair and how our expert team of orthopedic surgeons can help you, call Barry Orthopedics today or visit barryorthopedics.com.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Yeah, it's a little sore today. I mean, shoot, not much different than other weeks, but this point in the year, yeah, still dealing with a little soreness, so hopefully we can get that flushed out throughout the week.
Are you good to play this week?
That's the goal. I'm doing everything I can to be out there. You know, like it's in the past when I've gotten banged up in the past. So just try to do everything I can during the week to prepare myself to play Sunday and just put as much time as possible into that and getting healthy. So that's the way my mind is right now.
That's Trevor Lawrence, as you may have surmised. Remember that play during the comeback where Trevor was scrambling and dove, trying to extend for a first down? Should have got a helmet-to-helmet call there, by the way. But it was the shoulder that got banged up, and so here we go. It was about this time last year where the injuries started to pile up for Trevor Lawrence, and look, he chose to play through them. It's something that you want your guy to do. In hindsight, did it affect his play to the point, especially considering other injuries, it did more harm than good? We're a 2-7 football team. If your franchise suddenly minted quarterback is not 100, do you even risk playing him? Trevor, on maybe lessons learned from the second half of last year, now facing the bumps, bangs, and bruises that are associated with an NFL season.
I mean, it's football. You're playing fast. You're reacting, and obviously you can go back and look at everything that happens and overanalyze it. And it's just the game. It happens fast, and stuff happens. It's a physical game. So not really, but obviously you want to avoid all the unnecessary hits when you can.
Doug Peterson has also been in this. By the way, the team re-signed C.J. Beathard yesterday, plucked him from the Dolphins practice squad. So Beathard is back. That should be an indication that they're for sure not sure. I mean, you don't pick up a third quarterback on a team that's got other holes and injuries and spots unless you are, at least sitting 50-50 on whether or not Trevor Lawrence will be able to play this week. This is also, another, I guess, test of decision for the Jaguars themselves as an organization and Doug Peterson, and here he is on Trevor's current status.
Trevor's sore, obviously, and it gives us assurance, obviously. Mac is still the number 2, obviously, and prepares each week to play, and now, we've got another veteran quarterback on the roster.
Will Trevor practice today?
He'll be limited today.
It's his left shoulder, correct?
Upper body, yes.
Are you worried he may not be able to play this week? Or is it too early?
Can't answer that today. Not sitting here Wednesday, no.
That's the latest from the head coach, and so we'll continue to track Trevor Lawrence's progress. Trevor, right now, even coming off of a balky week a week ago, number 9 in the NFL in passing yards. He sits between Brock Purdy and Josh Allen. The rating took a big hit this weekend. Just not an effective game overall. And on the season now, we're to 11 touchdowns and 6 picks. Man, you look at the quarterback on the other side, and Sam Darnold has certainly been a huge surprise. Not a ton of yards. He's completing almost 70% of his passes. His passer rating of 107.8 right now in the NFL among the qualified starters. Sits number 4 in the league. Well, 5. Lamar, Jared Goff, Russ, but just 2 games, Joe Burrow, and then Sam Darnold. Who could have foreseen this from a guy who it wasn't just a cast-off. It was a 3-time cast-off. Saw ghosts with the Jets, went to the Panthers. They said, we'll make you our starting quarterback. That didn't work so well. Went to San Francisco, I guess, for a cleansing, a car washing, a sit and watch an effective offense run to, clinical perfection like it's supposed to. And suddenly, Sam Darnold, what do you know, surrounded with Justin Jeffersons and a good coach and a winning team. Darnold, in many ways, is still could be considered the talk of the league. Here's Doug Peterson on what has happened with Sam Darnold.
What makes... Say that, start again.
Sam Darnold's seeming to click finally this season.
Oh, yeah.
First time in his career, first round pick. Why? Why is this the time for him?
Justin Jefferson? Because you're thinking it. I think the talent around him, that helps, right? Just having the run game, the defense, the way the defense is played.
All right, so, suddenly... The key word there in that little tandem is Justin Jefferson, right? I think we all get that. But still, Sam Darnold's play has to be surprising just about everybody, no? It's certainly surprising me. If not, then congrats to y'all. All right, Doug Peterson's got a 2-7 football team. His quarterback's banged up, and a really good team's coming to town. Coach, what's the rallying cry?
Last Sunday is I'm moving on, right? And we're moving on as a team. And another great opportunity this week. Let's go get better this week. Let's get better today. Bring a lot of energy and juice out there at practice and get ready for the Vikings.
All right. Mentioned Miami plays Georgia Tech this weekend, and we'll see how the ACC ends up faring in the final poll. Clemson can't afford another loss, that's for sure. They have 2 already, don't they? They're probably done. SMU is the one that's lingering. They were 13th in the first poll. SMU and Miami, if they went out, would be the ones slated to match up. But the ACC, look, SMU's doing them a solid. To add SMU and for them to be lingering in the top 15, boy, they needed the team that was the most squeaky about its proper positioning in the ACC. The conference remembers FSU. They remember you trying to hold them hostage with this incredible value they have over the rest of these punching bags in the league, and here you are 1-8. FSU having an FSU season this year, and the ACC will be positioned pretty good, wouldn't they? Miami's unbeaten. Clemson's an annual contender, and here is late ad SMU having the kind of season that they top-end ceiling hoped for when it began. But this isn't a story about FSU and they're falling off the map this year. It's about the ACC trying to get a plan. I think if one thing has happened this year for the ACC, they haven't lost any momentum, right? They kept their teams. The Pac-12 fell apart. The ACC's best just to sit there, and even with a weaker league than the other three, you're going to get into a playoff every year. You've got to keep that spot. And a lot of years you have enough brand name there that you'll get 2 wins. So the ACC probably, ironically, even with FSU failing like they did, and maybe that helps because they're the one putting the most pressure on we want more, we want more. By the way, Miami, you watch this offseason, is going to take that one over. But the ACC feels like it's in a, don't they feel like they're in a better spot power-wise than they did, say, back in July? When the athletic directors were coming to town and the threats of lawsuits. I mean, the threats of lawsuits and FSU and Clemson leaving right now are as fresh as back in the spring. Well, the ACC ADs have now met with a private equity firm because there is a Super League proposal apparently that is out there. Now, we've heard the SEC and Big Ten say, there's nothing to see here. I mean, why not? Those two conferences so firmly planted, the big winners in the college football's, reassortment. At the end of the day, you could play a whole season where just the Big Ten and SEC played each other and within conference, and everybody be fine with it. Yeah, it would sting at first, but after a while, when the Florida State game is replaced with Florida-Ohio State or Florida USC or Florida, anybody, it doesn't take long for traditions to change. That's not the plan. You want to keep these things. And by the way, Florida State's an extreme example. I believe those two teams will play until your boy here is 6 feet in the ground. Point being, the SEC and Big Ten don't need anybody else anymore. Project complete, mission accomplished. They got the best of the best that were available. There are no scraps for anyone else to grab. If you look at the best 15 teams in college football, just about every year, minimum 10 are going to be from the Big Ten and SEC, maybe more. So ACC ADs met yesterday for a presentation from an equity firm regarding this new Super League proposal. I guess it's known as Project Rudy. Presentation, informational. It's a meeting that was focused on this, it's in Congress, House versus the NCAA settlement. ACC apparently in this meeting didn't take a position on the Super League proposal, and the conference didn't make any commitments to it. The plan incorporates the 4 power conferences into a 70-team structure that would expand the postseason, modify scheduling, tier the revenue distribution, infuse as much as $9 billion in private cash for schools involved, smash capital behind it, and the architects involved include former Notre Dame AD Jack Swarbrick. May not be a story now. I promise you, this Smash Capital Super League, we're going to be hearing a lot about that when we're in the dead time, when we're in the off season. This sounds very, we've heard the paring down, right? Right now there's 30 teams that technically could make the playoff. That number's going to shrink. And when it shrinks to 70, we need to have some sort of relegation, something that allows, certain teams. Because I don't know. It's a tough one. It's a tough one. The Big 12 needs to go. Right now, you need to find any Washington State, Oregon State, Boise, anybody with any real legitimate street cred at any point in the last 50 years and add them. If you're the Big 12, add them. Because this is coming. This paring down to a smaller number of teams that are even eligible for the playoff, and all that cash is coming. I mentioned a big weekend in college football. I like this. I get sent this on the text line designed by Lifetime Enclosures. It's a quality addition to the text line this morning. Appreciate you. Here's a list of the most expensive games this week. By the way, I didn't mention in that first little segment another huge game, but Georgia and Ole Miss.
Oh, yeah.
Alabama, LSU, Georgia, Ole Miss. There are 4 of those teams that we're talking about up in the, position for the playoffs, and you got a couple there. You got 3 of the 4 that are gone if they lose this week, and you could argue Georgia would be in big trouble too. But the loser of LSU, Alabama, and if Ole Miss loses, they done. But I got a list of the most expensive games. The cheapest ticket available, right? This isn't the average. This isn't the most expensive. This is the cheapest ticket available. So here are the games this weekend. Florida, Texas, Clemson, Virginia Tech, Colorado, Texas Tech, Michigan, Indiana. But don't underestimate that one. Alabama, LSU, Georgia, Ole Miss. What's the most expensive ticket? If you decided I'm going to this game this weekend, which one of those is the most expensive, cheapest ticket?
All right, let me hear them again.
You got, let's see, Clemson, Virginia Tech, Alabama, LSU, Colorado, Texas Tech, Georgia, Ole Miss, Michigan at Indiana, BYU at Utah. That's a big one out there for that state. Washington, Penn State. There's a bunch of good games. Which is the most expensive, cheapest?
Well, Alabama, LSU, most expensive.
Winner. It's my guy. He knows what he's doing in there. $255 is the bargain basement price right now for Death Valley Saturday night. Georgia, Ole Miss, not far behind.
Yeah, I was going to say that second.
You going to go to the Grove? $240. Low. That's the low end. $240. And then I kept emphasizing a little bit, but the third most expensive ticket in college football this weekend? Michigan, Indiana. Is that a basketball game or no? Oh, no, that's football, yeah. Indiana and the I win, Google me, continues to march on. I think that's a little more dangerous than it was treated yesterday in our just real brief conversation. Maybe the brand names always impress me. I'm always a little too impressed by the brand. And Michigan's been an average football team, and Indiana's having a career year. So Indiana still has Ohio State. They're in such a perfect spot. They win every game, lose to Ohio State. They're going to have the one loss. They're going to get in anyway. What a year for Indiana football and Kurt Cignetti. Unbelievable. Football Fix when we return. You're listening to The Drill. Custom Tree Surgeons Thursday.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
This is Brent Musburger's Visa in Action Update on 1010XL. Brought to you by Duck Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic, and Air Conditioning. When you're stuck, call the Duck. Proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
North Florida coming off their 74-71 win at South Carolina to open the season. Will play tonight at home against Charleston Southern. The Ospreys, 6.5-point favorites, a total 150. 21st ranked Florida laying 20 at home at Jacksonville, 152.5 the total at O'Connell Center. Florida A&M at the Moody Coliseum in Dallas, a 27.5-point underdog against SMU, the total 148.5. Texas have won 21 of its last 25. The Longhorns 21.5-point home favorites against the Florida Gators on Saturday in Austin. Florida State a 26-point underdog at Notre Dame on Saturday. Cash back for every bet with a G-Bank signature Visa card. vsin.com/GBank. Mike Senna, 1010XL.
The holidays are just around the corner, and so is your entire family.
Babe, the toilet's growling at me again.
Uh-oh, the kitchen sink just turned into Old Faithful. There's no hot water!
Don't let plumbing chaos steal your holiday cheer. Call Duck Duck Rooter today to fix those issues before Aunt Linda blames you for ruining Christmas dinner. Duck Duck Rooter, your local plumbing pros. Proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. DuckDuckRooter.com.
Here's Linda Beaver.
Let's start the debate. Why would someone buy a new car from you? We have an exclusive 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty on every new vehicle. We offer a competitive wow price plus free oil changes. How much will someone get for their trade? We offer more than $4,000 over KBV value. Well, we never lose a trade over price. Okay, when is the best time to buy a car? Right now. Ladies and gentlemen, it doesn't matter which side you pick. At Beaver Toyota and Beaver Chevrolet, you get it all. Let us show you why we're the winning vote.
When it comes to towing products, your safety on the road is the priority at Cannons of Jacksonville. Whether it's a heavy-duty tow hitch, trailer frame, wiring, gooseneck, tow bar, or any other towing accessory, Cannons has decades of experience to ensure your towing setup is installed with precision and reliability. Visit cannonsofjax.com to explore a range of products and schedule your installation. Cannons of Jacksonville, your trusted partner for a smoother tow.
Fellas, what's good? It's your boy E to the T, and I'm going to keep it real with you. We could all benefit from a little something extra in the bedroom, and Blue Chew could help with that. What is Blue Chew, you ask? It's a chewable tablet with the same active ingredients as Viagra, Cialis, Levitra, and Staxin, and it ships right to your door in a discreet package. It's all online. Not even your nosy neighbors will know. No doctor's visits, no trips to the pharmacy. And their licensed medical providers work with you to provide the right ingredients and strengths for your prescription. And remember, it's chewable. It's just like popping a Mentos. Now you're asking, how do I get Blue Chew? And I'm going to hook you up with that for the free ski. Just pay $5 shipping. Visit BlueChew.com and enter my promo code 1010XL and turn that oh no into an oh yeah. That's promo code 1010XL and let your boy hook you up with some Blue Chew for free. That way, you can get your confidence back. Visit BlueChew.com.
I've known Glenn Cohen for a long time as a friend and a lawyer. Persistent and fair, Glenn and his firm have represented clients from North Florida and South Georgia for over 40 years in all kinds of personal injury cases. If I had such a case, call Glenn at Barnes, Cohen & Sullivan.
Are you ready to upgrade your home? Experience the winning combination of style and performance with Renewal by Andersen. Energy-efficient, custom-built replacement windows and doors. Right now, save 20% on your entire project. Plus, 0 down, no payments, and no interest for 18 months. This offer expires November 30th and restrictions apply. Renewal by Andersen, a proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com for details.
License number CGC 1527613.
It's kind of like his own private locker, and you're his guest.
Every time we talk, I'm reinvigorated by my love of the game.
Hayes Carline here. Find my blog at 1010XL.com.
Hayes Blog is brought to you by Roland Reach Plumbing, where quality and experience count.
Discover the difference that local expertise makes at First Coast Lighting and Fans. Visit their showroom at the Avenues and browse high-quality products to match your desire for elegance, quality, and uniqueness at First Coast Lighting and Fans.
Aren't you just happy when you can handle all your needs in one location? Well, introducing Allstate agent Mandy Bowers in Mandarin. Whether it's home, life, business, or auto, Mandy covers it all. In fact, bundling policy is a great way to add extra savings. Mandy and her crew can do that. Allstate is offering lower auto insurance rates this year. Mandy can do that. You need to give Mandy Bowers a call in her Mandarin office, because when it comes to getting it all done under one roof, Mandy can do that.
Total Wine and More is having a Taste of Town November 8th and 9th from noon to 6 both days. Enjoy great liquor brands, craft beer, and more. Brackish Vodka is excited to announce 6 additional flavors, and all can be sampled and purchased at the Total Wine and More Taste of Town November 8th and 9th. Come to Total Wine at the Town Center and sample great local brands. Brackish Vodka is a proud partner of the Jaguars and proud to be supporting the Taste of Town.
Attention men and women. If you would like to get your hair back, then you need to listen to some of our clients. John in Orange Park.
IHRS showed me what was causing my hair loss and helped stop it.
Call IHRS now at 904-777-IHRS. Find out how to grow your hair back with a free hair and scalp examination. Mike from Bay Meadows.
I finally found the most experienced company who could restore my hair. Now I have hair where I had none before.
Results guaranteed. Diane from Ponte Vedra.
Now I have what lotions couldn't give me. Thick, beautiful hair.
Find out why you're losing your hair and how to grow your hair back. Call 904-777-IHRS for a limited time free hair and scalp examination.
Now my hair will grow for the rest of my life. Thanks, IHRS.
Thank you, IHRS.
Thanks, IHRS, for giving me my hair back.
Hurry and receive a free hair and scalp examination and get 2 weeks of laser treatments for free. Call IHRS at 904-777-IHRS. That's 904-777-4477. Hair4me.com.
This is Dr. Kevin Kaplan, head team physician for your Jacksonville Jaguars. Here's the latest update on the Jags, brought to you by Baptist Health and JOI.
The Jaguars have discovered a need to reacquire quarterback C.J. Beathard, according to head coach Doug Peterson.
Yeah, so obviously, C.J. was here and Mac was here, and from our standpoint, we felt like we had a really good quarterback room.
The head coach also gave an update on QB1 Trevor Lawrence.
Trevor's sore, obviously, and it gives us assurance. Obviously, Mac is still the number 2, obviously.
JTA Game Day Express is back. Save gas and avoid parking parking hassles as the Jaguars take on the Minnesota Vikings this Sunday. Let them do the driving with multiple locations around town and passes starting at just $10 on the MyGTA app. To learn more, visit jtafla.com. At your Jacksonville Orthopedic Institute Jaguar Update, I'm Sam Nelson.
XL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
I hope these New York fans find their way to the exit real quick. Boo! Take out tone.
Welcome back to the drill. Top story in sports last night. The number 1 overall pick in the draft, unleashed by the New York Knicks defense for 33. And the Hawks get a big win. That's right. Now tied with the Knicks for the 13th spot in the 12-team East. That's what it feels like. We had a big winner, Steve Kerr, winner Warriors, winner bowing up in a tough situation. The Warriors went to Boston last night. Not only is it a matchup of two title contenders, but there was a little, just say tete-a-tete this offseason, wasn't there?
Yeah.
Remember the whole Olympic deal? And Jason Tatum continuing to get benched despite just leading his team to the title? So Steve Kerr was the coach of that team, and, well, he went into hostile territory last night to play Boston, where inevitably he's going to be asked about just what was out of sorts this summer that one of the best players in basketball was embarrassed by your decision to continue to not play him. Oh, by the way, Warriors had their coaches back. They beat Boston last night on the road, and Golden State is suddenly one of the stories early in the year. The old gang going to try and make one more run, perhaps. I think they're 7-1 now. Steph, 27 last night, and the Warriors got a good complement of role players, so we'll see. But really, the subplot here was also interesting. One of the biggest storylines from Team USA's gold medal was the lack of playing time for Tatum, suiting up, with the rest of his stars. He didn't play a single minute in the opening game against Serbia. Spent the entire semifinal matchup against Serbia on the bench as well. So apparently not good enough to take on the Serbs. Head of the game last night, Steve Kerr asked to address his lack of playing time. Do I have any regrets? We can't control the story. That's this job, Kerr said. From the beginning in Vegas, the whole thing was, hey, we're here in this together. We got 12 Hall of Famers who are just committed to winning. I don't give it a ton of thought other than I didn't enjoy not playing Jason against Serbia and not playing Joel Embiid against South Sudan. They're not fun decisions. Our guys were all amazing. They committed to each other. They committed to winning the gold medal. Did it with dignity and class. That's the real story. But we live in a time where we have to talk about stuff that actually doesn't really matter. That's fair. That's fair. Somebody's feelings are going to get hurt on a team like that.
Yep.
And in this particular case, it was Jason Tatum's. And in a real macho step up and show 'em world, Jason Tatum leads the Celtics to a win last night. Is that fair?
Yeah.
You want to show them? You want to show them what you did? You want to show them how they did you wrong? You want to show them Jason Tatum? Well, here they are on your home floor. You're on national TV. Go ahead and show them, my man. You could argue he did his part, 32 points in 37 minutes. 5 of 10 from 3, but the Warriors did win at the Celtics last night. All right, there's something like really, really strange about the following story, okay? I'm going to read you a dirty half dozen list of major league teams, and then I'm going to add a seventh I'll call dwarf to the equation after some news that broke yesterday. What do these 6 MLB teams have in common? The New York Yankees, the New York Mets, the Los Angeles Dodgers, the Boston Red Sox, the San Francisco Giants, and the Los Angeles Dodgers. What do they all have in common? That's the dirty half dozen that are gunning for Juan Soto. They want Juan Soto. They want bad. They want him bad. Those are 6 teams that now, according to John Heyman of the New York Post, have already contacted Soto's camp about a deal that would be worth $700 million. 6 teams already willing to give him that $700. You know, Soto basically gave the impression that whoever pays the most, everyone's in it. He basically, without saying it, said, I'll go to whoever the highest bidder is. Well, what happens when you get 3 teams that are the highest bidder? No one's willing to stop. Then how you decide? I don't know. We'll have to find out. But that's not the story here. The story is this eyebrow-raising report of a 7th team that is now called. If that team were the Padres or the Braves or the Rangers or any other semi-big market club that's willing to spin in free agency out, I apologize. It wouldn't surprise you that much. But no, when the team that is notorious for spending the least amount in baseball becomes the 7th team to enter the fray, I can't take it real serious. But John Heyman of the Post also reporting the Tampa Bay Rays have reached out to Soto. Well, that'd be a surprise. They had the 3rd lowest payroll last year, just $88 million, and Soto will get at least 50, if not 60 per year for at least 10 years. So, going to take up a chunk of the payroll down there in Tampa. So let's say the Rays are still a distant 7th on the list, but if they are on the list, that's more than 23 other MLB teams can say. For a free agency chase, that because it's going to be more visible, it's going to be one of the biggest one in years. And I say that knowing that Shohei Ohtani was a free agent last year. And yeah, there may have been some speculation, but ultimately ended up right where we thought, didn't he? Crossed the street with the Dodgers. All right, we got kind of an awkward situation, or it could be when the Vikings come to town this weekend. Vikings had a hole on their offensive line and said, let's go to Jacksonville. And so, as we told you last week, pre-trade deadline, Cam's already got to start with the Vikings, but Cam Robinson returns. It's got to be a weird feeling for him, right? Coming out of that home locker room for, 8 years here in Jacksonville? Cam will be coming out in white and purple this week, starting tackle for the Vikings. Doug Peterson, awkward at all?
Yeah, I mean, you think about that kind of stuff, but it's the NFL. Can't control the schedule. Can't control, that sort of thing. But I know for him coming back, we'll probably feel a little bit awkward, I guess. But he's a pro. He's going to do everything he can to get himself ready to play. He'll be excited, to play.
Well, at least we don't have to worry about Cam giving any insider trade secrets. I mean, a high school coach could draw up a game plan to stop us, it seems. Well, we shall see. Not overly confident with the Purple People Eaters, what they were back when I was a kid. You ever heard that?
Yeah, I remember them.
Yeah, Purple People Eaters. They had a defensive line with a couple Hall of Famers on it, and the Vikings were a really good team in the 70s. Made a number of Super Bowl appearances, never won one. They were kind of the Bills of the 70s. They were the Bills before the Bills. Let's see. Who did the Vikings lose to in the Super Bowl? You're talking to a Super Bowl legacy expert here. Vikings lost to the Chiefs. Vikings lost to the Steelers. Vikings lost to the Dolphins. Vikings lost to the Raiders. They did all of that between 70 and 77.
Oh.
Yeah. Fran Tarkenton was the quarterback, running around like a madman. I've sent y'all down the YouTube wormhole. If you know who Fran Tarkenton is, you think quarterbacks can scramble today? My man Fran Tarkenton would take a snap at the 35-yard line, and he sometimes during the scramble, no lie, would go back as far as his own 25. He'd run around all over the daggum field like you're chasing a chicken in the Rocky movie. And then he would just wind up and sling one as far as he could go. It's fascinating watch. YouTube, gang. Heard it here first. Fire the band. We got a football fix. Let's go through some news and notes from the National Football League. Brought to you by Allstate agent Mandy Bowers in Mandarin, your assurance agent, and the home course. Julington Creek Golf Club. Best value in golf, the JCGC. Well, the Cowboys are in dire straits. And it seems like it's been like that since the draft. We had a whole offseason. I can't get anybody under contract with the 3 big names out there. Finally got CeeDee Lamb in late, right before the season opener. Dak Prescott is another one, and he's now got a hamstring that we learned is pulled off the bone. I don't know what grade that is, but it ain't a good one. So he goes on the 4-week IR. Good luck. If your hamstring's off the bone, I don't know. Doc Murphy, again, a great day to have the doc in, and that sounds more like a season ender to me. We shall see. Cowboys 3-5 and taking on the Eagles this weekend. On Cooper Rush. Remember all that guaranteed money that the Browns gave to Deshaun Watson, all those assets they gave up to get him as their starting quarterback? The GM at the media yesterday and completely non-committal about Deshaun Watson's standing with the franchise. He's out with a torn right Achilles. Last year he went out early in the year with a season-ending injury. So the GM saying, let's focus first on return. Everything else we'll deal with at a later moment. aren't exactly confidence-inspired by what you've seen from Deshaun Watson to this point if you are the Browns or their fans. Patrick Mahomes is, quote, able to move around and won't be limited. Mahomes has one of those cranky ankles that a lot of athletes have, right? He's probably torn that thing up a few times, and he rolled it just slightly in the game the other day. Had to hop around for a little bit, but he returned, finished the game. And I would suspect won't miss time moving forward. Hey, Brian Branch, it's okay, man. This don't feel like nothing anymore. Back in the day when a player lost and he left the field or he left anger and he flipped off the fans, I mean, it was big news, man. We led the Sports Center with it. I mean, you go to a Jaguar game and sit behind the other team's bench and tell me how many times you see somebody flip off the crowd. I bet it happens every week. Maybe just not real public and visible. But Brian Branch of the Lions is apologizing for flipping off the Green Bay crowd. I'm sure the Detroit media is just chuckling along with him. He was addressing reporters inside the locker room yesterday. One of his teammates shouted, "Throw them up, BB!" But he didn't see his recent actions as a laughing matter. Ejected during the win against Green Bay after a late hit. Before exiting the field, Branch flipped off the crowd in frustration, flagged for another unsportsmanlike conduct penalty, apologized for the double birds at Green Bay, and said he agreed with the referee's call. Well, good for him. Caught up in the moment. The fingers were flying. We got a good Thursday night one tonight, man. Get you a nap and stay up late. I've detected a theme this morning, E.T.
Yeah?
I've already said loser of LSU, Alabama, they're done.
Okay.
Ole Miss loses to Georgia, they're done.
Uh-huh.
Cowboys basically have a playoff game, they're done.
Done.
Say the same for the Bengals tonight against the Ravens.
I agree.
Bengals are 4-5. This could be a nail in the coffin game for Cincinnati if they're not able to. I believe that game is in Baltimore, right? Didn't the Ravens win in Cincinnati a few weeks ago? So we shall see. That's a big one. There's concern about the Saints' Chris Olave. He is having too many concussions. I think it's his third since joining the Saints already. He's seeing specialists about it. We'll see. We'll see his time frame moving along. By the way, in that Ravens-Bengals game tonight, T. Higgins is doubtful. Man, that's another one wanted a contract, and he is, forget his ability, his availability hadn't been great so far. And the Ravens will be without tight end Isaiah Likely, who's developed into quite the weapon. Boy, the Ravens are putting it all together, aren't they? They don't forget they traded for Deontay Johnson, among other moves. Pre-trade deadline, also went and got a corner. That's Football Fix. You are welcome. It's brought to you by the Home Course, the Jointon Creek Golf Club, and Allstate agent Mandy Bowers in Mandarin, your assurance agent for all your needs. And by the way, Volvo Industry right now, time for a checkup with Mandy and her dream team. Hicken arrival and more come your way next. It is a Custom Tree Surgeons Thursday on The Drill.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. Pick the winners and be a winner.
Who's a winner?
Make the best picks and win a pizza party from Salvatore's Pizza at Tapestry Park.
I said, who's the winner?
Pick the worst. You'll still win some pizza. It's called the Weekly Pick'em at 1010XL.com. Now you can watch 1010XL shows all day on X, Facebook, and YouTube. Brought to you by MyBookie. Experience Vegas from the comfort of your phone anytime, anywhere. Sign up today. Use promo code 1010XL.
Did you know you can charge the all-new Honda Electric Prologue in the same receptacle as your phone? You don't need these special charging stations at your home. Simply plug in your Honda or your phone. See your local Honda dealer now. We're electrified.
Greenlaw Group is for the insured. If you think you have roof damage, call 904-302-7055 today, and they will schedule you a free roof inspection. Trust their law firm to help you fight your insurance when you need it. These storms can cause damage you may not even see yet. Call Greenlaw Group 302-7055. There's no cost to retain their law firm and no cost to have your roof inspected. They only get paid if you win. Greenlaw Group, for the insured.
Navy Mutual was created by service members for service members, so we know what it means to serve. Our policies have no active duty service restrictions, so you can rest assured that you're covered no matter your duty station, home or abroad. To go even further, we promise that premiums will not be higher for those who serve in dangerous environments, including aviation, diving, or on deployments. Let us help you protect those you love the most. Learn more at NavyMutual.org.
Hey, Hicken here for Prize Picks. Download the app today and use code JAX, J-A-X, to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. That's promo code JAX to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks, man. Run your game.
Hey, gang, Prosser here to save you some cash. Maximize your home sale now with the market experts who deliver more money in less time, and those experts are Chad and Sandy Newman. Maybe you're worried about costly repairs or upgrades needed to sell your home. You don't have to worry. The worries are relieved with Chad and Sandy, the local real estate experts we are trusting and recommending with the sale of your home. Chad and Sandy guarantee your home sold at an agreed-upon price and deadline, or they will buy it. Mortgage rates are down. It's time to create your market. Marvin in Cobblestone writes, my siblings and I moved our parents to Maryland so they can get some extra help as they get older. Next, we had to sell the home to get them some financial help for their extra care. We hired Chad and Sandy, and they delivered big. Chad and Sandy's team got our home sold in 7 days above asking price. You can too. Call Chad and Sandy today, 904-414-6200, or go to chadandsandy.com. That's Chad, ANDSANDY.com.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialist is now offering ortho walk-in appointments. If you have an immediate need for orthopedic care, contact Southeast Orthopedic Specialist immediately. Avoid ERs and urgent care waiting rooms. For more information, go to se-ortho.com.
Relieve pain and get back to life. SOS. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Barley and Pie Brewing Company is Fleming Island's first and only craft brewery, founded by the co-founder and brewmaster of Wicked Barley. Barley and Pie serves up local brews made right in your backyard. Hungry? Dive into their sourdough Neapolitan pizza, made fresh in-house every day. Find your new go-to spot in Fleming Island at Barley and Pie Brewing Company.
I've been telling you about the premium luxury storage that's coming in Atlantic Beach. Spots are open now for purchase. Need to get in on this. What are the reasons for purchasing a unit here at the Shed? Well, there are plenty of them. Who's it for? Well, if you're running out of room at home for your cars, toys, extras, it's a place where you can store and work on projects. You got large RV, fifth wheels. You want premier indoor storage for your investment. Maybe you don't live locally, have a place to keep your Florida things. Maybe you're between houses, looking to move to Atlantic Beach, temporary, long-term storage in that manner. Maybe you got long-term projects going on. You want to leave parts out, new frame-up, restorations. Maybe it's a man cave hangout, watch games, have a golf simulator. Business owners, I mean, the uses are endless. Premium uses with premium storage for premium possessions to be valued and protected. Go to theshed.com and schedule your appointment today or call 555-3195. It's theshedjacks.com. That's theshedjacks.com.
Does the building you go to work in every day need a little love and attention? Jason Parker here with Performance Painting. Great companies take great care of the buildings their staff and customers walk into every day. If the building you're in doesn't match the vision you have for your company, we can help. Go to performance-painting.com. Our highly trained team makes the difference. Quality coatings applied with pride.
Performance Painting.
Hicken here with a message from Zero Res. You gotta just love this time of the year as we reflect on the things that matter most. Families, homes, the holidays, and of course football. They're very grateful for you, all the good people of Jacksonville, and they want to thank you. So get ready for the holidays. Book today, and Zero Res will clean your carpets for only $49 a room. Plus, they'll give you 25% off your tile cleaning. This one fills up fast, so book now on both carpet and tile. Zero Res, spell it forwards or backwards. It's the right way to clean.
Home of the Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by Blue Chew. Florida Gator quarterback DJ Lagway, who was carted off the field with a hamstring injury last week, has returned to practice and was listed as questionable on the team's Wednesday availability report ahead of Saturday's game against number 5 Texas. Florida football has experienced many injuries during the season, and head coach Billy Napier has had to use walk-ons in the rotation.
Again, I go back to the importance of the walk-ons relative to just the ability to simulate the other team's
offense, defense, and kicking game. And you got more players that are taking more reps.
Gator basketball will face JU this evening, and head coach Todd Golden welcomes returning to the home gym.
We feel like we got a big lift back half of the year last year at home. Only losing one game at home all year, and then, playing really, really well for the most part in here. And my hope is that we can kind of carry that on.
That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
Currently, it's 7 o'clock and it's 74 degrees. Your time and your tip is brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL is presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Ladies and gents, please put your hands together as Dan Hicken enters the studio.
Got me one, Nick. Dan just went Huey Lewis there. First he played the drums, then he played the guitar.
Yeah. That's Prince-esque, right?
That's what old Huey Lewis used to do back in the day.
Yeah.
Play them all.
Yeah. Good to be here. Ready to roll. Lots to do, lots to discuss, lots to get into. The white helmets, I saw them yesterday. I like
Jags
them.
white helmets?
Yeah.
Ice?
Yeah, they look good. They look good. It's something. I think it might be a form of surrender. I think before the game, we're all going to wave them.
I was thinking about this.
Wave the white helmets.
There are some years where you would worry about your left tackle going to an opponent just a couple of weeks away, but in this case, I mean, put a couple of high school film guys on the Jags offense, they'll figure it out pretty quick. I don't think you need his insight.
Our friend Petey Prisco released his midseason all-pro team.
Okay.
One thing about Petey as a national guy, he is very Jag relevant. He does a show every week. He knows the Jags. He watches them closely. Not just his opinion.
And people that don't know, it's because it's been a while now. Pete was the first in the first 6 or 8 years to beat reporter for the Jaguars with the Times Union.
So Petey Prisco's doing something where he's honoring. He'll include the Jags if it warrants. Is my point.
Right.
And he will always.
He won't artificially put him in there, but if it's a bubble one,
he'll be on the lookout for. So he does. So because normally if a national guy does something, I'm like, yeah, or whatever. He probably didn't even know the Jags are in the league. So and this is no surprise, but I was looking at the best of the best. We're 2-7, so his midseason NFL All-Pro team includes 0 Jags.
Well, that makes total sense.
Lamar Jackson's his quarterback over Josh Allen, Joe Burrow, Jared Goff, and Jaden Daniels. His running back is Derrick Henry.
That's easy.
With Saquon Barkley as a runner.
That's also those are both guys changed teams, had really good years.
His receivers are Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, and Scary Terry.
McLaurin, huh? I don't know about that one.
He does have Brian Thomas Jr. as a runner-up. One of the runner-up. Yes.
Well, Brian Thomas Jr. is top 5 in receiving yards, I think.
Tight ends,
after last week, maybe not.
Tight ends George Kittle.
He's having a great year.
With Brock Bowers and Travis Kelce's runner-ups. Left tackle, Trent Williams. Left guard, Quentin Nilsson. Center, Creed Humphrey. Right guard, Trey Smith.
Is that another Chief? Is that 2 Chiefs?
Yeah. Right tackle, Penei Sewell. Edge guys, Aiden Hutchinson and T.J. Watt. See, this is where
Thomas is 8th in receiving yards, but his yards per catch, 17, is higher than Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase.
He said Hutchinson earned a right to be on this team. Hutchinson and Watt. The runner-ups are Garrett, Crosby, and Hendrickson. See, this is where the consistent greatness is what you want out of Josh Hines Allen. You want him to be in that
and
top
Trayvon
5.
Walker is who I thought.
Well, yeah, but we just paid Josh Hines Allen the bag. We want him to be in the top 5, right?
But there's also this reality, and unfortunately, it doesn't change the fact if you pay that money you want it to be. Unfortunately, now there's 10 to 15 guys at every position paid like top 5.
Mm-hmm.
Some in the top 5 don't play like it. Some do.
Fair. Defensive tackle Dexter Lawrence and Chris Jones. Dexter Lawrence having a great year.
Another Chief. Chris Jones.
Linebackers Fred Warner and Bobby Wagner.
Where's Wagner, man?
He's in Washington, right?
Golly, that dude bounces around.
Jeez.
He's all pro level, huh?
Mm.
But Wagner went Seahawks Super Bowl. Rams, wasn't he on the Super Bowl Rams team?
I think so.
And then he wwent back to the Seahawks, no?
Uh-huh. And then now he's in Washington.
No, Washington.
Corners are Zion McCullum, Patrick Surtain, and Marlon Humphrey.
McCullum, who's he with?
Bucks.
Huh.
Safeties are Xavier McKinney and Brian Branch.
McKinney, listen, again, Packers, Jags. Packers let Savage go, sign McKinney. Jags sign Savage. There you go. Right? What, am I missing something? We're going to sign the same position.
Yeah.
Let's take their hand-me-down and watch them go get the All-Pro, and let's just take the average guy.
Solid runner-up Logan Cook I disagree with as a punter. Jack Fox.
The problem with the punter right now is they're all the same. I mean, they all just kick it out there 60, 65 yards, it feels like.
Yeah. So anyway, he's got Parker Washington as a runner-up on the kick returner.
He had the
we
one.
got Cook.
Yeah, had the one
we
touchdown.
got special teams greatness.
Sure. And I guess he didn't do long snapper because Matt.
Yeah,
I've never
he
seen
didn't do it.
Madison is the first guy to hit the returner. I feel like half of the punts. What does he do?
Oh.
I guess you just don't account for the long snapper if you're returning.
Yeah.
Right. And if he finds them and spots them, he gets them.
Yeah. So anyway, I thought that was interesting, but again, that just simply illustrates the lack of stars, which is something I've been bemoaning for quite some time. Our Dream Finders Homes poll question of the day, brought to you by our friends at Dream Finders Homes, the official home builder of the Jaguars, Gators, and the PGA Tour. Ask both you guys this: what was the Jags' biggest miss this offseason? Was it cutting Darius Williams? Was it hiring the wrong defensive coordinator? Was it going with Eric Armstead and Mason Smith on the D-line? Was it not insisting CDP call plays?
You know what's so damaging about that?
Mm-hmm.
Any of those is enough to hijack a season.
Yeah.
I would argue that all four of those share equal value. I mean, all four of those are way below what was expected when the offseason ended. I'm going to go where you spent all your money and high draft capital and you're worse. And I'm going to go, and this won't be the top of the charts. I'm going Mason Smith and Eric Armstead.
Okay.
After all these years in Jacksonville, the most distasteful of all situations is when we hire big name, big money, late age free agents, and they come to town and retire. And dadgum if Eric Armstead doesn't look like he's retired. Has Eric Armstead made more plays than anyone Roy Robertson Harris made here?
No.
He's made no plays.
Not many.
I'm sure somebody can go rationalize that he's this, that, the other, and he's not meant to make a play on that. Whatever, dude. We signed a guy, and, we didn't get Chris Jones, that's for sure. And I know he was later in his career, but gosh, we at least expected like a 7-sack veteran presence, winning. They hadn't given any of that.
Okay.
It's got a good podcast, though, E.
E, what do you got?
I was going to go with the same thing, Chef, but I'm going to go a little bit different, man. Missed on that defensive coordinator, bro.
Yeah.
Like, we're running guys out there where we're coming in Monday like, who is this guy?
Yeah.
The constant rotating guys in and out, man. Leave our four main guys out there.
That's fair. I'll remember it till I die. The Jags had the Packers third and goal from the 14 and didn't have Walker or Allen on the field.
That's crazy.
That's fireable, man.
That's crazy.
That's the same as sending out 12 for a punt or having two guys with the same jersey number.
That's good. I like that. So we're on two, because I'll go with a different one.
Okay. I's and I's are somewhat correlated.
And I think mine is too. I'll go with cutting Darius Williams as a symbol of not poorly rebuilding the defensive backfield. Because the Jags they're in the lower half in stopping the run, but they are the second worst pass defense in the NFL.
Well, and let me do this.
As a symbol, and I'm not saying if you kept Darius Williams, everything would have been different, but they did not rebuild that back line very well.
It's worse.
Yeah.
Jenkins and Williams out, Savage and Darby in, they're worse.
They thought Antonio Johnson would be the answer. He's been benched.
Yeah.
He had like 5 snaps, so he's not the guy.
Yeah, and he ran right out of a sack last week. I remember that play.
Right.
He got right in there on him.
Right.
Let him get away and make a play.
Yeah. So
now let me do this. And this speaks to the point that I said. Honestly, I don't know if you've ever written a poll question where all four apply as equally and damagingly as this one does. But I'll argue this. Here we are, each throwing a little stone at the defensive side of the football, whereas what is the overriding, biggest, consistent failure of this football team right now? It's not scoring in the first quarter.
Yeah.
It's being down 10-0.
Yeah.
And at the beginning of the year, the hottest of those would have been the play calling.
Yeah. Yeah.
So in many ways, perhaps that is playing out just as damagingly.
We have 426 votes. You can vote at Dan Hicken. Missed on defense coordinator, the overwhelming leader, 48.8. Armstead and Smith D-line, 21.4. CDP call and plays, 15.3. Darius Williams, 14.6. So mine is the lowest. It's all brought to you by Dreamfinders Homes. You can vote on the social media channels. Dreamfinders Homes has a 2.99% year one interest rate in 15 Jacksonville communities. They're there to help first-time home builders, home owners. If you are, take a look at the homes. They're beautiful. You think you can't afford it, you might be able to. Check them out. Go to dreamfindershomes.com. Tell them Dreamfinders Danny sent you. They'll help you navigate through that home purchase.
Is this a fair, huge criticism?
Mm-hmm.
I haven't verified through the actual transcript, and this is paraphrased on the.
Okay.
And you may day-to-day, TV and otherwise, be more aware of the specificity of this text that I was sent. The text on Designed by Lifetime Enclosures. Nielsen said Armstead wanted to play defensive end in a recent press conference.
Yeah. No,
Armstead
talked.
Yesterday, Armstead said the team asked him to play defensive end.
Yeah.
Is that a problem? With the coordinator saying player asked to play defensive end, and the player saying they asked me to play defensive end. Yeah. That's a big difference.
Yeah.
That sounds like a passing of the buck of one Ryan Nielsen a little bit, does it not?
A lot of passing of the bucks down there.
Yeah, none of you are doing a job.
Players.
If you play defense, none of you are doing a job worth of. Not true, none of you.
Yeah.
But you two, Armstead and Nielsen, take your peeing contest out in the woods and don't come back.
Yeah.
Either one of you.
Yeah.
We wouldn't miss either one of you. Would not be missed.
Yeah.
And by the way,
mm-hmm.
There's a dude sitting in the free agency command center running all of this in the offseason. This is the worst free agents, most disappointing, subpar, considering where you are as a franchise, free agency class maybe we've ever had. Morse has been good. He's been stabilizing.
Yeah.
That's it. Davis has been a bust. Armstead has been a bust.
Mm-hmm.
Savage has been okay. Darby's been a bust. Am I wrong? Is that too strong?
No, you're not wrong.
I mean, we're 9 weeks in, dude. We're going to have another free agency period. At some point, somebody got to spin it the right way. I mean, we sent Junior to the store for a carton of milk, all right? And he brought home crayons.
Hey.
Yeah.
Did you see, yesterday we talked about, is it Kai Cenat?
Yeah.
Cenat?
Yeah.
And I asked you who was bigger?
Him or Speed?
Yeah. You see what Speed did last night?
What Speed do?
Speed raced Noah Lyles in a 50-yard dash.
He's always trying to race somebody. It's like, he's pretty quick.
Who is it now? Who are we talking about?
Speed.
Who's Speed?
I don't know. He jumps over cars and stuff.
Oh, is it like a TikTok guy?
Yeah.
Okay. He's not a...
He hung with him. He hung with him.
He's quick, man.
He's faster than... Look at Speed.
Speed can run.
Speed can jump over... Does he really jump over the cars or is it Photoshop?
I think that's Photoshop.
No, that ain't Photoshop.
Hick, you fall for it so quick.
No, it's not Photoshop.
Come on, man.
I guarantee.
Who goes out and just stands and lets a car come right at him and jumps?
Speed does.
I don't know if Saquon Barkley could pull that off, and you're trying to tell me Speed does it.
I'm telling you, I'm putting this as a public service announcement. Nobody should do this.
Well, yeah, you think?
But I got him right here.
Yeah, I know you're going to show me video that will look like he's doing it. What I'm telling you is...
Swears it's real.
I've heard of AI.
Swears it's real.
Have you heard, by the way, Hick, I have a plan to get rich quick.
I love that.
But I'm going to need you to pay the...
entry fee?
Yeah, well, it's not even an entry fee. It's the product fee.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, there's this new AI PixBot. It's a self-learning AI tool that over the course of the year will throw you a 5-pack. Like, puts all the numbers in, does all the thing AI, and then, releases a betting card. The AI does.
Is it correct?
I don't know. I have to pay. I have to pay to see the history. So I'm going to need you to do that. You have your credit card?
Yes.
You want to come back and do the 10-minute drill?
No.
No? What do you want to do today?
That's a good question.
Okay. You want to ponder it then a little bit? Or
I will.
Want to keep going for a while?
No.
Want to try to jump over a car?
You want to?
No. That wouldn't work good for me.
I'm still.
I get spun around like a top.
Yeah.
You imagine that?
You would be like,
Let's go to the parking lot. You fire up the car. He's coming at me. I jump. It hits me. Boom. I go spinning.
You go knocking like a doll, man. It's so funny you say that. And this is terrible. I felt for the deer, but I saw a video yesterday on YouTube of a deer who's like frantically trying to cross the highway, and he gets across the first one. You think it's a happy story, and he jumps over the second one into the other lane. And buddy, the car coming strong, knocked that deer, I kid you not, 100 feet. And the car was totally smashed,
for sure,
man.
Oh, yeah. That would have been bad.
Man, up north, that's a problem, man. You run into deer, you got to watch out.
Deers can mess you up.
Yeah, they mess
up a car,
and they also get messed up.
All right, let's take a break. We'll come back. We got more ahead. We'll dive into the Jags. Trevor's got a bum left shoulder.
Yeah.
I knew it. I saw him get hit that day. That hurt.
And that was a helmet to helmet too. It still bothers me.
Like it was helmet to helmet.
Bro, look at the play right now.
How can it be helmet to helmet if his shoulders hurt?
Because his helmet hit his helmet. That's what helmet to helmet means. Here we go. I'm about to show him the highlight in the video. I won't ask for an apology when we return.
Lord.
This is the drill.
Jeez.
I mean, for Pete's sake, why
This
do you have
is your Duval Minute, brought to you by Lift Power, your turnkey solution for all warehouse needs.
Yeah, more on the passing game by the Jacksonville Jaguars, or the passing game defense. They allow 71% completion percentage, 2,379 yards, the second most in the NFL. 8.2 yards a throw, 264 yards a game, 19 touchdowns, only 2 picks. It's not bad. The quarterback rating against the Jags, no one has a higher rating. You're playing the Jags, you're beefing up your rating. Sam Darnold can't wait. 113.4. Atrocious numbers from the Jaguars' pass defense. That's your Duval Minute. Brought to you by our friends at Lift Power. Always on the lookout for experienced lift, truck, and dock and door technicians in the Jacksonville area and more. The benefits are great. 401k, company vehicle pay, training, sign-on bonus. Woo! What an offer. Too good to pass up. Come see why Lift Power has been voted one of the best places to work for the past several years. The rapidly growing business has proudly served the Jacksonville area for more than 50 years. And gang, they want you to be a part of it. This is an opportunity for you. Just all you have to do, go to liftpower.com and check them out. That's liftpower.com.
The drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
He wore 56 and played a key role in their best season ever.
I'm your tape translator, Jeff Lagway, on Check the Tape Tuesday on Jaguars Today.
Brought to you by Napa Auto Care. Tuesdays during football season on 1010XL.
Here's Linda Beaver.
Let's start the debate. Why would someone buy a new car from you? We have an exclusive 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty on every new vehicle. We offer a competitive wow price plus free oil changes. How much will someone get for their trade? We offer more than $4,000 over KBV value. Well, we never lose a trade over price. Okay, when is the best time to buy a car? Right now. Ladies and gentlemen, it doesn't matter which side you pick. At Beaver Toyota and Beaver Chevrolet, you get it all. Let us show you why we're the winning vote.
Hey, make a crucial catch against colon cancer. Hicken here for the Borland Groover Foundation. Gang, listen up. If you're 45 or older, men or ladies, ball's in the red zone to get screened, man. That's what you got to do. The key to surviving colon cancer is early detection and prevention. You heard me right. And 45 is a new 50. It's no big deal. Get screened for colon cancer now. The Borland Groover Foundation is a nonprofit organization devoted to building a healthy and equitable community free from colon cancer. Visit BorlandGrooverFoundation.com to get all your information.
Are you embarrassed by your ugly, cracked concrete driveway? Need to enhance your home's curb appeal? Stonecore on Phillips Highway is your one-stop shop for all your outdoor needs. Replacing with new stone pavers will transform your driveway into a stunning work of art. Say goodbye to unsightly concrete and hello to beautiful, durable pavers that last for years. Visit Stonecore today and let's beautify your home together. Stonecore.co. We do outdoors better.
This is Josh Woolsey with Woolsey Morecambe. When deciding what lawyer to trust with your car accident or injury case, the most reliable way is reviews and results. You want to be treated well, and you want a great result. Woolsey Morecambe's reviews speak for themselves, and I challenge any firm to compare results. We offer the resources of a large law firm and the customer service of a boutique practice. If you want to be treated right and want great results, call Woolsey Morecambe at 1-800-WOOLSEY. Offices, Jacksonville.
Ever wonder how you can transform your living spaces into captivating works of art? At First Coast Lighting and Fans, they offer a huge selection of high-quality products to match your desire for elegance, quality, and uniqueness. Visit their showroom on Phillips Highway at the Avenues and step into a world of quality without compromise. Discover the difference that locally owned expertise makes and let them help you experience the transformation from average to extraordinary. At First Coast Lighting and Fans.
Googa Nation, it's Dreamfinders Danny Hicken here to tell you this is no dream. The folks at Dreamfinders Homes right now have an unbeatable interest rate for you. You may not think you can afford a Dreamfinders home. Well, think again. Take advantage of a 2.99% year one rate. I said it, 2.99%. 15 Jacksonville communities to choose from. Find that dream house and take advantage of an unbeatable rate. Move now, literally. Dreamfinders Homes, the official home builder of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
I insist on complete honesty.
You can chime in anytime on the 1010XL text line.
Installed by Lifetime Flooring.
If you have something to say to me, I wish you would just say it.
Share your opinion.
Are you nuts?
What? 641-1010.
That's crazy.
I'm Jeff Middlecoff with Trustline Mortgage. My business partners, Alan Tyre, Bill Pappas, and Ken Rimley, have been helping first-time home buyers with their mortgage financing all over Florida for 34 years. First-time home buyers can get no or low down payments, anywhere from 0 to 3.5% down. As a first-time home buyer with Trustline Mortgage, you get added benefits for doing your loan with us, like lower rates on your mortgage insurance and lower closing costs. Oh, and did I forget to mention that Trustline gives first-time home buyers better mortgage interest rates? Here's the bottom line. Trustline Mortgage wants to help first-time home buyers accomplish your goal of home ownership. That's why Trustline Mortgage is offering the best first-time home buyer benefits around, period. Trustline Mortgage delivers with no and low down payments, lower closing costs, and better interest rates. Call Trustline Mortgage today at 381-LOAN. Yes, 381-LOAN to find out how we can help you buy your dream home. Or visit our website at trustlinemortgage.com. Trust your instincts and follow the line to Trustline Mortgage.
Certain restrictions apply. See office for details. Trustline is an equal housing opportunity. MLS number 331480.
Attention poker fans. The World Poker Tour is dealing hot at Best Bet Jacksonville now through November 19th. The action is fierce with 14 pulse-pounding tournaments, including the Best Bet Mystery Bounty and the $5,000 No Limit Hold'em main event with a jaw-dropping $1 million prize pool up for grabs. Your shot at Poker Glory is just a buy-in away. For tournament schedules and details, visit bestbetjacks.com. That's bestbetjacks.com. Best Bet Jacksonville and the World Poker Tour, where today's players become tomorrow's legends.
Baloo here for Smoonez Vision. Why Smoonez Vision? Well, I've been with Dr. Neil Smoonez now since I got back to Jacksonville in 2006. 37 years of experience he has. Smoonez Vision is a family organization that focuses on personal high-quality medical and surgical eye care. Dr. Catherine Smoonez is fellowship-trained in cornea and cataract surgery and all refractive surgery. Combined, that's 30 years plus in laser eye surgery. Visit SmoonezVision.com today. Care you can see.
1010XL is presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Now, the 10-minute drill.
This is a big one.
Brought to you by
Advanced Business Solutions.
your local authorized Xerox dealer on 1010XL.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Hit it.
Oh! Hey! We got sports concepts and rationalizations coming your way. We call it the 10-minute drill. At the end of the drill, we like to hand out what I call a prize pack, but he tells me it's razzle dazzle. Is your kiss still on my lips? List. Kisses on your list. Oh, leave that back seating out of this conversation here to get things started. Huh? What do you got?
I got a pair of tickets to see Daryl Hall live at the St. Augustine Amphitheater going down November 14th. Holla at your boy at the end of the 10-minute drill.
Yeah, I like that. Daryl Hall.
Well, what do you think about the number one pick in the draft now, friend? Huh? A little 33 for Mr. Risache. Spoke to some French last night in the ATL. Went French on me. They got beat by a Frenchman. Huh? Should have traded for a Risache.
I feel like your lack of knowledge of the NBA and how the association works was glaring.
I hope you watched the game.
In the first hour. No, I didn't watch the game.
That's too bad.
It's November. What am I watching?
I don't know. You're a contender, you told me. You went and got the cat.
Yeah, we're 3-4. We're not playing very good defense. We had a 5-point lead with a couple minutes to go.
That.
Couldn't hold it.
Yeah. Did I tell you I did relinquish the ticket finally?
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
I didn't relinquish it. They kept renewing it without me doing it for years and years and years. This is the first one that says you not subscribe to this, and I ain't describing for 4 and 5.
Only thing I took from it in my social media pages is I thought the game was in Atlanta. Apparently it was in New York because all the Knicks fans were down there yelling and screaming, and Trae Young was scolding them.
Yeah.
That's what I took.
That did happen at the end. I mean, he did scold them.
Hawks fans apparently didn't show to this.
You're embellishing it a little
Knicks
bit, but there's always
droves. That's what I saw.
Yeah, it's kind of the same thing you were saying about the Packers last week. I get it.
Mm-hmm. Yes. And then for you,
33, baby. Number 1 pick.
You to come out and say.
We got a guy. We got the new AD.
Yes. Some scouting. Who picked him?
Scouting.
CAC get him? Is CONCAC your vice president in charge of
CONCAC is not alive. Don't do you that way.
He's not alive?
No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. Is John Contract a member of the Hawks front office? Is that what you're telling me? I do not think so. No.
No one knows.
I think John CONCAC, that big old lug, he might not still be around. What is CONCAC doing?
I don't know. Yeah, a couple things. Lakers lost again, so I always enjoy that. It's just a couple NBA notes from my. He just shakes his head and laughs, moves on. And, I don't know. You're like defending Steve Kerr for not playing Jason Tatum. There's no defense of that. There's no reason why Steve, you got 12 Hall of Famers. You can't play them all. Yeah, you can.
Yeah,
you can. Yeah. You can roll the ball out there during the Olympics. You embarrass the guy by not playing him a minute. You can't. That's poor, no matter what. And there's no last laugh. The last laugh is the ring on my finger while Kerr and the Warriors, who are off to a good start, granted, will soon succumb and fall back into where they belong.
There's lots of comebacks, but I wouldn't go to the ring card if I were Jason Tatum.
Well, he just got one.
So they just got 4. So
they ain't just
if Jason Tatum, to my point, I'll go back to this. You want to answer win the game there, tough guy.
Yeah.
You know, they like
how did he
they
do
had
it?
a lead.
How did he
had
do
a good
it?
game.
Okay.
He had a good game.
That's
but you put it on him.
Game.
That doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You got to win the game.
Yeah.
I mean, LeBron had a great game last night. What's the first thing he said to E?
Lakers lost.
Yeah. So I get it.
It's different. Did Bronny play?
He did.
Did Bronny?
I think he got some minutes.
Well, no wonder they lost.
Oh gosh. Hold on. Was the crowd chanting for Bronny again?
Nah.
In the blowout?
Nah, he says. He goes, nah. I gotta verify the Bronny.
He throws. He would have told me the Lakers won.
Yeah, I gotta see.
4 minutes, 2 points.
Yeah. Oh, he's got that average to 0.8. In fairness, Dalton Connect's the first round pick. He played 27 minutes and scored 3.
Okay, timeout. Bronny played 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
He was 0 for 2 from the field. Didn't make 2 free throws, though.
He missed both 3-pointers.
And a lot of people don't know this, but they were +3 while he was in the game. So, things are happening.
So, if they had just played him another 30 minutes, they would have made up the 17-point deficit.
Yeah, I'm just going to go on record one more time. I'm just going to say this because I like to say this publicly.
Oh, boy.
Because I love you. We ride together.
Die together.
Yeah. But I have made an offer to you out of the goodness of my heart and trying to right the wrong of the Vince Carter shirt.
What was the wrong involved there?
He doesn't like it. He doesn't wear it. It's not the right size.
It's too big.
Yeah. Whatever.
You get mad at me.
I think I called him from New York and asked him what size he was.
Negative.
No? I just picked it up.
If it makes you feel any better, my phone didn't ring. His shirt's not too big or too small.
Mm-hmm.
It's invisible.
You didn't get one.
I didn't get one. This is an awkward conversation.
He has now attacked the situation and answered the question. So now I'll be quiet.
I've had that picture in my phone. I just meant to send it to you.
So anyway, we're done with that. We'll move on.
There was an unbelievable. There was an
very good.
There was an unbelievable stat line from the Florida game the other day that I wonder if it could exist if you weren't such a high volume 3-shooting team. But this has to be some kind of record. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Florida in their win over South Florida went. It was an easy win, a 15-point win, and they played well. But they went 5 for 25 from 3.
They went what?
5 for 25.
Ooh, that's not good.
From 3. They went 28 for. They went 28 for 38 on 2-pointers. You hear me?
Yeah.
28 for 38 on 2-pointers.
Timeout.
What do you got?
One of the great Googans.
He's tickled himself.
Has responded about you not getting anything from New York with, wait a minute, didn't you get a pen from Vegas?
That was a joke, though. It was supposed to be.
Yeah. We used to do
it worked.
Early on in the travails. I think it was the great Balls Davis who was
probably he started that.
Would bring gifts when somebody would go on vacation, right?
Okay.
And so I don't know what I got Jeff, but I know I got him something. And
memorable.
He comes back.
Here's a pen.
He comes back from Vegas and gives me a pen.
That was
from the airport.
You know what, That was my way of saying, yeah, this whole bring everybody a gift thing's stupid. And it ended there. Except when Dan goes out of town where he brings everybody something back but me, which I'm fine with.
That's more in response to you know what, which I'm not going to bring up.
I don't remember you know. I have too many you know what's in my background for you to say that and to immediately pop.
It's the lack of
the Dale Murphy thing.
It's a lack of gratitude
You're wrong
for the Dale Murphy
baseball. I've learned to understand your sensibilities, so it's okay. I mean, I get it.
Now continue with your game.
I don't remember what. No, well, it's too late. You blew it.
Yeah.
You blew it, tough guy. They went 28 for 38 from 2. That's an insane shooting percentage.
28 of 32?
28 of 38 from two-point land. They were 5 for 25, but still shot 52% overall in the night. But my point is, without all the threes, does that open up inside? Or should maybe let's take those 25 shots, let's make them 2-pointers. They may score 150.
Oh, my God.
Or not.
Well, yeah, you didn't notice it because, like,
they didn't miss inside.
When I was watching the game,
they shot 75% basically from 2.
They had a slow start.
They were 88%. I read 88% from 2.
When I was watching the game, they got down in the first half and then they came back and the rest of the game, I thought it was like a great back and forth game, like both sides making baskets. But I didn't realize they were shooting it that poorly.
From 3. I guess what's happening here too. I don't know how many of them, but I bet of those 20 misses from 3, 5 or 6 were corralled immediately and scored. Helps your 2-point, and it eliminates the damage of the miss in that case. But
yeah.
The Gators and JU play tonight. A game you can hear here on.
We'll remind folks UNF's home opener is also tonight.
Yeah,
so if you want to make it out, we'll see some college basketball. This would be a good night just because.
Who do they play? Charleston Southern.
Yeah. Which, by the way, you can go there, get some scouting on their football team.
Charleston Southern.
They're coming to play the
Charleston
Knowles
Southern could perhaps take their basketball team to Tallahassee and beat FSU football team. Just give them some pads.
Yeah, they might be able to.
Charleston Southern should do that, in fact. Charleston Southern should play UNF tonight and then take their 12 guys over to FSU, play both ways, and get a football win Saturday.
We got Bengals-Ravens tonight. Who you got?
Ravens.
It's a good Thursday nighter.
El Boogie.
I'm tired of, by the way, I'm starting to lose the streak. Joe Burrow's playing great.
Really good.
How do you not win if he's playing that good, though? There's something amiss there.
Yeah.
I mean, how are the Bengals 4-5? I mean, Joe Burrow's playing great. Okay, you lost at home to the Patriots. How great did he play that day? So, having a great year and playing great isn't enough if you're losing, especially if you have a couple games where you didn't play great and you lost those.
That sounds far different from your Trevor Lawrence takes.
They're 2-7. They're 2-7.
Well, we're losing here. So how's he playing great?
Joe, who says he's playing great?
Well, I mean, we defend him all the time.
That's not playing great. No, we're defending him from he's a bust. That's a big difference from whether he's playing great.
Oh, so you want more out of Joe Burrow, though?
No. I'm saying that at some point there's a referendum on whether or not they're going to get it turned around this year. There's an assumption that goes along with Joe Burrow that Trevor hasn't earned and others haven't earned.
Well, they lost to Baltimore last time 41-38.
For
so
sure.
I suspect maybe that was a defensive effort.
1,000,000%.
Yeah. No, you say how is he if they're not
winning?
winning?
What was the season opening game? What was the score of the game and who did they play?
Vegas.
The season opener was Vegas?
No, that was the last one. New England.
Yeah,
that was a bad
Where
game.
was the game?
They always play poorly.
But where was it?
Here in Cincy.
Yeah, and what was the score of the game?
16-10.
10 points.
Didn't he throw like 4 picks? Doesn't he do that every year?
Again, my point is, don't do it there. You're 5-4, and tonight's not a be-all, end-all.
Yeah.
Strange.
Tonight's a big night.
Yeah, and they're not going to.
I'm just saying, so this year he's completing 70%.
He's having a great year.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
It's strange to me that they're not winning how he's playing.
Yeah.
And sometimes it surprises me that's not enough.
Is it the defense?
I guess so. I haven't watched a ton. There was a huge mistake trading Joe Mixon. A big part of that team.
Yeah, big mistake.
Very good player.
Big mistake.
Part of their identity. Joe Mixon's showing like a toughness and a.
The problem with the Bengals is they're cheap.
Yeah.
They do things on the cheap. The Browns
Guys
are
aren't
cheap.
happy. Chase is playing great. He ain't happy.
He's not happy?
No.
Why is he not happy?
He wants $1 more than Justin Jefferson.
Oh, Chase.
Yeah.
I thought you meant Chase Brown.
Oh, no, Chase. Yeah, Jamar Chase.
Why would he be happy?
Yeah, no, Chase Brown. I'm sure it's ecstatic. 120 last week.
Jamar Chase. Yeah, Jamar Chase is not happy.
Yeah, I'm not familiar enough with the Bengals to call their guys by the first name.
Yeah,
Joe's got to play better tonight, Nick.
I'm looking at the stats, and you said Chase, and I saw Chase Brown, and I thought, why would you say Chase Brown?
That's fair. Let's talk to. We got a couple of hamstring issues here. We're gonna get some. We're gonna get some definition of the grades when we come back. What is it when it's tore off the bone? Grade season over?
That's a bad grade.
Yeah, that's Dak Prescott. But we have more injuries out in the sports world, and Doc Kevin Murphy joins us next. We go inside the injury report. You're listening here on a Custom Tree Surgeons Thursday.
Yep.
Let's go. What are they going to win right now? 641-1010. Come kind, come courteous, come correct.
A pair of tickets to see Daryl Hall live at the Amp in St. Augustine, the St. Augustine Amphitheater on November 14th. Holla at your boy.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
Looking for a new vehicle? Take a look at Jenkins Hyundai of Jacksonville. Now's the time to save big. Choose from more than 250 new and over 1,000 used and certified pre-owned vehicles on the lot, or shop anytime at JenkinsHyundaiofJacksonville.com. Hyundai has one of the top warranties in the business. Lifetime, powertrain, and 5-year bumper-to-bumper warranty, plus 3 years free maintenance on a new vehicle. Give them the chance to earn your business today on Atlantic Boulevard or at JenkinsHyundaiofJacksonville.com.
Hey, Hicken here for my friends at Goosehead. I'm talking about the Kaproskis, man. You start thinking about insurance and you think about it in this way, right? You pay a lot of money monthly, you add up those premiums, and you're, man, gosh, I pay a lot of money. Something happens, we need you. You need to be there. That's what the Kaproskis do, man. They teamed up to take care of all of our insurance needs. I just learned recently in the last couple of weeks I'm actually paying less money for my insurance at home, my homeowners. I'm so happy about it. That's because of the Kaproskis, man. It's customer service, something they don't take lightly, man. If you call them, they answer, they get on your questions, they answer, they get right back to you. If they don't answer, they call you right back, right? If it's homeowners, auto, flood, boat insurance, small business, the Kaproskis are there for your time and need. I speak from experience. Get an insurance checkup today. Craig.Kaproski at Goosehead.com. That's Craig.Kaproski, K-O-P-R-O-S-K-I at Goosehead.com, or call 478-8422. That's 478-8422. Craig and Chris Kaproski are part of the Goosehead Insurance family and part of our family as well.
Is your AC ready for the holidays? Bold City Heating and Air ensures your AC stays in tip-top shape. We know that a clean AC is a healthy AC. Upgrade yours for just $96 a month and enjoy free duct cleanings with your new system. Plus, ask about our 0% financing options. Bold City AC, we got the crew. Bold City AC. Visit boldcityac.com.
Monday, November 11th is Veterans Day, and we'll be honoring those who have served our nation all day and night at String Sports Brewery in Springfield with a free barbecue sandwich, side, and a beer. That's for all veterans and active duty military members anytime on Veterans Day. Plus, our show will be there live from 4 to 6, thanks to our friends at Firewatch, which was created to address veteran suicide prevention, and the Cohen Clinic at Centerstone that offers outpatient mental health for active duty, post 9/11 veterans and military families. So come to Strings on Veterans Day.
You've worked hard, you have nice things. Protect and enjoy them with a luxury storage unit at The Shed, opening soon in Atlantic Beach. You got to see these places to believe them. What a smart investment out at AB. I can take 10 minutes, but I can't tell you everything. Go to theshedjacks.com or take a tour on Instagram.
Mia O'Brien.
Don't I know you from somewhere?
On Helmets and Heels, noon to 2.
I swear to you, I know her.
Then there's the 1010XL video and social media channels.
I would know her voice anywhere.
All Things Mia is driven by Arlington Toyota.
On 1010XL.
If you're about to order a floral arrangement for someone you love, then take it from me, 1010XL's JJ LaSalva. Use Kuhn Flowers. That's right, Kuhn Flowers. For over 75 years, Kuhn Flowers gets it done right.
Our slogan, Know Before You Blow, applies to more than just DUI cases. Hi, I'm attorney Lee Lockett of Lockett Law. Battery charges can result in jail time and criminal convictions too, so know before you blow a gasket and hit a loved one or a stranger. Drug crimes like possession of marijuana and cocaine will land you in cuffs too, so know before you blow. In a boating under the influence case, you also have the option to blow or not to blow. So know your options. Know before you blow. Go to knowbeforeyouBlow.com now. Offices Jacksonville.
Need extra cash for the holidays? Beaches Jewelry and Pawn is always buying guns, musical instruments, surfboards, and tools, and pays cash money. Beaches Jewelry and Pawn in Jacks Beach. Online at beachesjewelryandpawn.com.
Yo, what's happening, sports bettors? It's your boy E to the T, and our listeners have been killing it in a year full of surprises. My bookie is the one book that got your back. No fluff, no second guessing, just straight up action. Does other sports books pay out when you push on a bet? My bookie pays you back. And if you're new to the game and not sure where to start, we've got you covered. Start up, use a promo code 1010XL, and that'll double your bankroll with a 100% deposit bonus right from jump. Here's a pro tip to get you rolling. The NFL teams with powerhouse offensive lines are dominating the run game this year, and betting game total unders has been printing money. So stack that on my bookie risk-free Thursdays. That's right, there's a new risk-free odds boost every Thursday. To find the bet, click the Bet Boost tab and scroll down. If it hits, you win. If it doesn't, my bookie refunds you your money. Sign up and get that double deposit bonus with my bookie. That's the best sign-up bonus in Florida for Florida bettors. Bet anything, anytime, anywhere with my bookie.
Check it out, the new iPhone 16 Pro with Apple Intelligence. At Verizon, you can get it when you trade in any phone from one of their top brands.
Any?
Any.
Even if it's 4 years old?
Yeah.
Even if it's 4 years old and I drop it on the sidewalk?
Yep.
Even if it's 4 years old and I drop it on the sidewalk, then a scooter runs it over, so now it's not just old and cracked, but shattered?
With Verizon, the answer is always yes. New and existing customers can trade in any phone from one of our top brands in any condition for the new iPhone 16 Pro with Unlimited Ultimate. Trade-in terms apply. See Verizon.com for details. Apple Intelligence coming fall 2024.
Hicken here with a message from Zero Res. You gotta just love this time of the year as we reflect on the things that matter most. Families, homes, the holidays, and of course football. They're very grateful for you, all the good people of Jacksonville, and they want to thank you. So get ready for the holidays. Book today, and Zero Res will clean your carpets for only $49 a room. Plus, they'll give you 25% off your tile cleaning. This one fills up fast, so book now on both carpet and tile. Zero Res, fill it forwards or backwards. It's the right way to clean.
Jags fans, looking for the perfect activity around the holidays? We've got you covered with the inaugural Teal Trot 5K. The race takes place outside Everbank Stadium, Saturday, December 21st. We can't wait to see you there. Your registration includes the 5K, a throwback Jaguars headband, and a ticket to the December 29th game against the Titans. Visit jaguars.com/Teal Trot to sign up today.
Jacksonville Koozies. It's me, Soccer Sam from Salvatore's Pizza. Rochester, New York's favorite pizzeria is now open in Jacksonville, Florida. Tapestry Park at the Loft Hotel Plaza. $10 daily deals, dine-in, beer and wine, and delivery. Salvatores.com.
1010XL is presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists is not affiliated with the NFL or the Jacksonville Jaguars. Discussion regarding injuries is solely based on opinion. Coming up, the weekly Southeast Orthopedic Specialist Medical Report featuring Dr. Kevin Murphy, a board-certified orthopedic surgeon specializing in sports medicine, upper extremities, and arthroscopy of the shoulders and knees. Dr. Murphy is a nationally and internationally recognized orthopedic expert. He's a former orthopedic consultant to the White House and the Pentagon, and currently serves as head team physician for UNF, the Jacksonville Icemen, and Northeast Florida area high schools.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialist Zone, Dr. Kevin Murphy, se-ortho.com for all your orthopedic needs in this area. Doctor, good morning.
Morning, boys.
Doc's got a couple more Forrest Gump chapters. We'll just leave it at that for now.
No, but we need to give him a shout out. The brave old Army team keeps winning. They were out their quarterback, but they won. So.
I mean, I was kind of a little disappointed. They're ranked 25th.
Yeah, a little low.
I mean, Boise's got to lose again.
I thought they were 18.
No, and the one that came out the other night.
The playoff.
The playoff.
The playoff, you're 50, you're 25. Yeah. The only one to jump, and it's a big jump because they don't have much left, would be Boise. If Boise loses twice and Army goes undefeated, Hick, does Army get in? Or does Boise get in? Because the analytics will say Boise. Because they lost by 3 to Oregon. They beat Washington State, who's only got one loss.
If Boise doesn't lose again, they'll get in ahead of Army.
No. I said if they lose again.
Oh, well, then if an Army doesn't lose?
That's right.
Army beats Notre Dame?
Army plays Notre Dame.
Yeah,
That's a
they
game
have a
changer.
shot.
Well, Army undefeated with a win over Notre Dame. Do they get in over one-loss Boise, or is it too far to make up? Should they?
They should.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm rooting for you. I'm just telling you.
If they're,
it wouldn't happen. Too far to make up.
Yeah. You bounce on those. It's refreshing, to be honest. Like, you'll take one side on one argument and another. Like, because you are often you would argue me if I was arguing for the one loss to get in and the undefeated not to.
Yeah.
You typically roll the other way.
Yeah. We got
He's Army hater, Doc. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm positioning him as
not
Army hater.
I'm rooting for him. We got North Texas this week.
That's going to be a game.
And we
went to that game, Doc.
We got a big bye week before the Irish at Yankee Stadium.
Wow, what a game!
And we got
Doc, you go to that one. You need to go to that game.
He's going to Army Navy.
Go to both.
Yeah.
Huh? Forget the yacht. Let's go to Yankee Stadium. You got the wrong Y.
UTSA. We got the Roadrunners at the end of the year, and then we got the conference game, and then we got Navy.
So it's not going to be Navy, right? It's somebody else now.
I think Navy lost.
Yeah, that they'll play in the conference championship game.
I'd have to look at the conference. I think conference-wise,
does it
I think
dumb
Navy
down?
Still could get in.
Does it dumb down the game if you have to play them twice? Would you rather not play them twice?
I'd rather not play them twice.
Yeah.
I agree.
And it's a weird situation for those that don't know, but the Army-Navy game ends the season. And then the playoff rankings are going to come out, and then Army-Navy potentially could play again in the conference championship. But really, you'd only play them in the conference championship if they beat you.
Tulane is 5-0.
Yeah, they're going in.
Army and Tulane are both undefeated. Navy's 4-1.
And if Navy lost to Army, you wouldn't play them again because I'd give them 2 losses.
Right.
So it'd probably be Tulane and Army.
Well, the championships before the Army-Navy game.
Yeah. Oh, it's that. It's before the Army-Navy game.
Yeah.
I was thinking it was the other way around.
Yeah, it's a week before.
Tulane is
that's
Tulane,
bad scheduling.
Navy.
So Army-Navy's not a conference game this year?
Nope.
That's also very weird.
Yeah.
Yep.
Figures your government-run institutions. Makes about as much sense.
Army and Tulane don't play then, obviously.
That's correct.
Yeah.
That's a fascinating game.
All right. Well,
Go
anyway,
Army.
Doc, let's talk hammies.
I don't think the Notre Dame game will go well officially, but I'll be rooting for you. We
So
at
we
Yankee
get our quarterback back. I think we have a chance. Navy blew it just giving the ball away.
That was SMU? Who was their loss to? No, it wasn't SMU. Who was it?
They just lost.
Yeah, a couple weeks ago. This past week. It wasn't close, was it? Didn't they get
Well, they got beat. They had
pretty
a
good?
hangover.
Oh, it was the Notre Dame game. That's who beat.
No.
Oh, they lost again since
They lost
then.
again.
Ah, gotcha.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about hamstring injury grades. Because they're telling us, and again, that is grade 1 is the worst, grade 2 is below that?
Rice beat them.
Grade 1's the least. Grade 3's the worst.
Okay, so if you're grade 3, they bring a helicopter in and take you right to the hospital. Because grade 2 is what they're saying DJ had, and he was carted off. Was that more, as Hick said, out of convenience for the walk? It's
I
not
think so.
that you can't move.
I think so. But the whole scene where, the whole team comes up, it's
correct.
Like,
it didn't seem like a
weird look.
Break his leg. It was like, come
so
on.
grade 1, you miss time, don't you?
Grade 1, you're typically, 3-week minimum.
So, I mean, grade 2, they're selling this could play this year stuff.
Boy, it's risky for sure.
Yeah.
It looked like he completely tore it the way he reacted.
That's what I thought.
They reacted. I was concerned he pulled it off the bone.
Dak Prescott.
Tearing the tendon off. You tear the tendon off the bone, you reattach that, right? Surgery.
Right.
You fix that. If it's torn, grade 1's a sprain, not completely torn. Grade 2 is a partial tear, usually in the muscle. The muscle itself tears. You can't fix it because it's like trying to sew hamburger together. And then grade 3, it's completely torn through.
How do you attach that to the bone?
Various ways, but there's anchors that have sutures on the back of them, so you kind of screw it in like a wall anchor into the bone, and then you tie the sutures around the tendon and squeeze it, tie it, and it pulls it down to the bone.
Amazing medical.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
So how is it if he had? So it can't be a grade 2 if he's going to be back.
They're selling that he
maybe
could be back this week.
He practiced yesterday.
What?
Yeah, he practiced. He practiced with the team yesterday. Now, obviously, he didn't open it up and sprint, but he went through and as Napier said, he's trying to find a path to play because the game's in his home state. He wants to play.
Well, there's a lot of things people want that they can't have.
Correct.
Right? So that's one of them. The grade 2 hamstring
tear,
you don't play in 2 weeks.
Right.
That's just
if it is a grade 2, then
silly.
He's not playing in a week.
No.
It's not a grade 2 if he plays Saturday.
If he practiced yesterday, it's not a grade 2?
Yeah.
So is grade 2? Who attached the grade 2 to it? The university?
No, I just saw that
Okay.
For those who don't know, it's a grade 2 hamstring.
Okay. So that whoever
so
said that.
grade 2 is a tear.
So whoever said that, though, is wrong. If it's grade 2, he wouldn't be practicing, right? The medical staff would not let him practice, would they?
They shouldn't.
Yeah.
Right.
I think it's not.
No, that's what I think, too.
I think it's
so he's
less
got a strain,
yeah,
more
he's
likely.
probably got a grade 1 where there's a little edema
You think
in the muscle,
maybe,
but not torn.
Do you think maybe he had never done his hamstring before and he was so shocked and that's why everybody, I mean, I don't know. It's weird how the whole situation unfolded.
Paul Pierce called and said he was being dramatic.
Jeff had an interesting point, too, because in the beginning of the game, we did see him kind of limping around a little bit. And so maybe he irritated. Can that happen where you kind of tweak it and then you finish it off on a couple plays later?
Yeah, that's many times that's what's happened.
Okay.
And that's what will happen if he has a grade 1 or 2 and you send him back to play too soon. That's what you're going to see. That he's going to limp around, and all of a sudden he goes to sprint, and boom. Now he's got a grade 3.
Yeah,
he's done.
You would think a quarterback, and you can tell him, listen, a quarterback like him who's a dual.
Yeah,
he's cut.
He's twitchy, you know.
Yeah.
And when you plant that leg hard and push off, that's where
he won't last the first quarter if he does try to play.
Yeah,
you're better off just sitting him and try and get to the end of the year and win a game or two. I guess.
I mean, if it's only, as we now suspect, a grade 1, I'd at least give him another week. I got LSU, Ole Miss with him. I might have a chance at home.
All right, so
I don't have him.
That's just. I would doubt that he plays this week, and man, it could get ugly with that quarterback in that environment.
Yeah,
I mean, they did everything they could because they were already in a game against a good team to stay in it. But from the kickoff forward, it could get ugly Saturday afternoon. I would think. All right, Trevor Lawrence has a banged up left shoulder, or Doug said upper body, so I don't know what he implies by that. If it could be something other than the shoulder itself.
Well, let me remind you both. The year that he got drafted, Doc, he had surgery on that shoulder.
He did.
And it didn't affect anything, and I think it was a torn labrum, if I'm not mistaken, because we marveled at, well, not marveled, but one left shoulder, you know. But anyway, he did. He had his surgery to get that fixed. I saw him take a hit on it, and he was late coming out of the locker room at halftime. He was getting checked out. So they brought back C.J. Beathard. I mean, there's concern, but I suspect he'll play.
The left shoulder, you're not.
The left shoulder, he's going to play.
Right.
Yeah, he'll play.
It'll be sore if you get hit or whatever, but this isn't, right shoulder. He played with the same injury in his right shoulder last year, didn't he? Or a shoulder injury. That's what he hurt against the Bucs.
He had a shoulder, too.
Yeah, and that was the throwing shoulder, and they maybe mistakenly tried to play through. It does say a little bit of something because it's not just that you brought back C.J. Beathard, but it was at a cost. You have to put him on your active roster and leave him there. You took him from Miami's practice squad, so he's, that's a roster spot you gave up to do this. Not that it matters. I'm just saying.
It's odd, but
yeah.
I mean, I know you need it. You do it for insurance, obviously. But Matt's a backup.
But you're 2-7. What's the point?
Yeah.
Oh, you don't have a third at all? Do we not even have one on the practice squad?
I think they have John Reese Plumlee on this team, I believe. But anyway, so what do you do to treat that? And do you think it's like, what would it be if it's based on the hit? I don't know what would.
If you have a direct hit, a number of things can happen, but the most common thing is the AC joint.
AC joint, yeah.
And that's a pain tolerance thing most of the time. So, at worst case, you can inject that to make the pain go away with minimal risk to that. So, left
he
shoulder,
was out there,
non-dominant shoulder, he's not, that's a pain tolerance thing. So I don't see that affecting.
He was limited in practice yesterday, which means basically as a quarterback, don't hit him. I mean, he's, which they don't hit him anyway. So now we talked about DJ Lagway's hamstring. I got to ask you before I forget. Who was it? Anyway, somebody's having surgery scheduled with you sometime in I don't know when. They said, ask Doc if he plays video games. I heard on a podcast that doctors who play video games. I said
he needs that reassurance.
I said
President Bush wasn't enough for him.
I'm pretty sure Doc don't play video games.
I do not play video games. Sorry.
And I'm pretty sure you'll be okay. But anyways,
I can make a 4-foot putt.
Yes, he said. There you go. I heard doctors who play video games it helps their steadiness in the surgery. No. So there you go.
No. Having said that, a lot of the stuff we do, you're looking at a screen and using your hands. So there's probably is some dexterity benefit to that for these young guys coming in.
Right.
But, I don't know. I'll put my 10,000 reps up against
there you go.
Video champ.
Dak Prescott, they said, you talked about this, a partial avulsion of his hamstring tendon. That's
The tendon partially tearing off the bone, yes?
Well, it depends on where it is. The tendon goes to the muscle as well.
Okay.
So, but a partial tear is a partial, not complete. So, that isn't something you have to fix and probably wouldn't fix. You may PRP that.
Oh, so you don't necessarily have to get surgery on that?
Yeah, that would not be a surgical thing if it's partial torn.
Okay.
So if a complete tear, you reattach it. A partial tear, it'll let it heal.
Okay, so he's seeking all these opinions on that. One other thing about Lagway, I read, and I don't know if this is true, PRP this week.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that expedites the healing process. That we know, right?
Yeah, that's a legit treatment plan, and that's probably being done.
Yes. Yeah. So that would be one thing that he would go through. He would be going through the PRP. I noticed, I don't know what Gabe Davis did to his shoulder, but he was limited in practice. He had the jersey on, and Brian Thomas Jr., who played last week, I don't know if he's got a fractured rib or whatever. Remember, he fell, and he played last week. And again, though, he's limited in practice and stuff. So, I mean, obviously that's something that it's week 10 of the NFL. Brandon Sheriff, God bless him. The guy, 2-7 team. He gets hurt. He always goes back in, man. And he just is like, look, we all know what we signed up for. He said this yesterday. We all know what we signed up for. We all know that the first day of training camp is the day you'll feel the best. And after that, it's all downhill.
Yeah, everybody playing right now is hurting somewhere. But, the Brian Thomas thing, they ruled out a fracture. But it could be an injury of the cartilage that connects the rib to the breastbone. So he landed on the front. So that can hurt, and that'll hurt a long time. So that's probably what it is if it's still hurting him.
Looks like, one other one for you, Doc, looks like Christian McCaffrey will play this weekend. Now, remember, he was like the first game of the year. We were shocked when he didn't play. It's now week 10. He went to Europe. He's done a lot of things. What did he have? Was it a tendonitis in the Achilles? Is that what it was?
Well, yeah, strained calf / Achilles soreness or whatever they said.
So
but he's
similar thing. He probably had
Achilles strain,
an Achilles partial tear.
Partial tear, man.
Yeah,
if you're out for that long.
PRP treatments and stem cells on him over there probably.
T. Higgins won't play tonight. He's got a quad, from what I read.
Likely's out tonight.
Likely out.
Isaiah Likely is out. Yeah.
And Lamar Jackson misses practices, but he plays. He's
Doc, the Braves have a pitcher, Spencer Strider, their best pitcher, coming off of Tommy John, and that happened after the second start of the year, and he got it immediately. They've got an MVP, Ronald Acuna, coming off an ACL, which this year I believe happened in May, maybe early June. Their GM throwing a little bit of cold water on the expectations that they're both ready to go for the season opener.
Doc, let me handle this one. Jeff, both will miss this year as well.
So last time Acuna tore an ACL in July, and he ended up playing the season opener. And he was a little bit slowed and stuff. So, I know the ACL timeline. It just depends on how with no setbacks, you could probably be going in 10 months, no?
Yeah.
Yeah, especially for
9 to 12 is kind of the number.
So I think they're just being cautious there. Now the Tommy John, that one scares me a little bit more. What is a typical best for your long-term health, timeline of return for a Tommy John surgery?
The pitchers get held out so long, and there's no reason for that, realistically. The surgical procedure is done. Everything is healed in 6 weeks. You rehab it 3 months. You should have your strength back, stability. Everything should be good at 3 months.
And
so
we
keep them out for a year.
We are to the point with the Tommy John, though, that there's no need to expect a decrease in velocity. Do you come back at your full? I mean, it just seems like for such a what used to be career-ending injury, there are almost every great pitcher in the league, Hick, feels like he had a Tommy John at one point.
They do, but Doc, as you and I both know, in studying the injury, you're never the same.
Yeah, you and I.
He's saying that because of Strider. Yeah, don't stop it. His guy won, 3 Cy Youngs, winning 6 games a year after
zipping that fastball in about 82
after Tommy John. Yeah, I mean Jacob deGrom, he got his good enough to win 4 or 5 games, get a Cy.
Yeah, to think that doing surgery on it's going to make it better.
Not better. I just don't want it to be worse.
Yeah.
Okay.
Make it better, or even make it as God made it is not true. Okay. So Can you get back to that? Sure. Are you still going to have some issues with it? Absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, I see Justin Verlander, I think, has had 2. I know he's had 1. And
Lots of guys.
He's 40 years old throwing 100. You know,
I don't think that, hey, my elbow hurts, let me go get Tommy John surgery. So
Sure. I'm looking at it like from the exact opposite. If you do it, can you still be as effective and powerful?
It's never
Especially if you're a power pitcher.
Never going to be perfect.
I hear you.
Yeah.
So we'll only win the division by 3 instead of 6. Damn it.
I don't know. Soto's just looking forward to facing Spencer Strider in that royal orange and blue.
Doc, somebody wants the text line designed by Lifetime Enclosures.
There we go.
I could have told him you don't play video games, but somebody has sent in the operation. You play Operation at home.
No, but I did as a kid. I did like that as a kid, I tell you that.
Oh, my God. His nose, Doc. His nose. His nose is flashing red. We're losing him.
Doc, what about the bread basket? That was always an easy one to get out.
The funny mode.
Yeah, we didn't have all those video games when I was a kid, so maybe if we had them, I would have used them.
Very good. Touche.
Internal brace surgery for Strider. Is that what any?
No, that's the.
It's a suture you put in
that's
there.
That's what's typical for the Tommy John.
Well, it's an augmentation. Yeah. So to just put a suture in there instead of reconstructing the ligament, You're
better off doing the internal brace. That's not alarming that's what they had done.
Well, usually do the internal brace in addition to doing the surgery to protect it in the early healing phase. Like we do on an ACL, typically we put an internal brace in to kind of protect the graft as it's being reincorporated or revascularized. So it's more of a protective splint internally to protect the surgery while it heals, as opposed to using it as an alternative to the surgery.
Is internal brace, that's a newer procedure, right? Or no?
It's been around a while, but it's newer use in the elbow.
Okay.
More recent. Sure.
Just one last one. Somebody asked, and I get it, man. The Magic were on the upswing, and Paolo Banchero looked like he was on the brink, Hick, of maybe emerging into that top 10.
50-point game, right?
Top 15, and he tore a right oblique, really right out of the gates in the first 3 or 4 games. So what's the expected time of departure? I mean, the guy is almost getting like MVP kind of notice because of the difference that the Magic are without him.
Yeah, core injuries, obliques, they take a while to heal. A lot of those you can play through them. Again, they'll MRI if it's something torn off that they have to do surgery on, all bets are off.
The hard thing about sports is so many of these injuries are just exacerbated by the movements you make. You got a torn oblique. Think about a basketball player. His arms are constantly going like this.
Well, you don't think about it, but yeah, you think about it because you played. But yeah, you stretching your side, awkward positions where you're rotating for sure. Yeah. Not like as much as a baseball player swinging a bat, but there's a lot of that.
Yeah. They say to be evaluated in 4 to 6 weeks.
Yeah, that's a long way away.
That's just make sure it's healing right.
Yeah, that's probably a little long unless they've MRI'd him already and saw something torn. But
Hick, is Montrell Johnson going to play this week? I thought he was going to play against Georgia.
He looked.
Is that a knee still? Is it the knee? Are they saying?
I think it was ankle, but I'm not sure. But he looked like he was going to play against Georgia. Yeah. He was warming up, and I was like, oh, okay, so looks like we'll have him.
I mean, the only chance Florida has at pulling an upset is to have one of those games where they rip a couple 80-yard runs. Like how,
or they can't be stopped running the ball.
Right, that's what I mean. Yeah, and play some. The defense has been playing good. I think that as long as if Florida's offense can keep them in the game, the defense has shown that they are way improved. It's been enough now they're not going to get just, they're not going to lose 38-3 if the offense shows up.
Lost a lot of defensive backs last weekend.
That's fair too.
So Doc, anything else?
That was a lot.
Oh, I know what I want to ask you. Did you see our hockey guy take one in the neck?
No,
puck in the neck.
Finished the shift.
Now he finished the shift.
Hashtag
and then
hockey.
But
then he went and collapsed on the. Then he had to stretcher him out.
Yeah, that can be dangerous. It's a soft spot, man. I mean, those pucks are moving.
Well,
and they're hard.
Did you ever get punched in the neck back in the old days?
Been punched about everywhere.
I've been punched in the face, nose, everything. Nothing hurt. Like I got punched right there in the side of the neck one time.
If you get it right in the cartilage of your esophagus, because that can block your breathing.
It collapses and crushes it.
Yeah.
But his
is that where you got to do a trach if that happens? Yeah, that didn't happen, so that was good.
Yeah. What's the injury where you get to take the pin out and jam it in them?
That's that one.
So I got to be prepared for that one. Carry an ink pen.
Oh yeah,
I might have to do a tracheotomy on Dan one day. Get a walnut stuck in there or something.
Yeah, always carry a knife.
Well, I'd say Heimlich would be the first thing before you stick a pen in me. Go ahead and try to get it out with a Heimlich.
Hey, you're lucky I didn't take yours and just lop it off. The headless horseman.
Got to have the head. The head's got to stay on.
Doc, appreciate you, my man. We'll see you next week. It's Doc Kevin Murphy, JackSportsDoc.com.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. Get what you need to get you ready for the weekend.
I'm National College football writer Matt Hayes, and I'll bring you stories about players, coaches, and programs.
It's the Bueller Aaron Plumbing College Kickoff, Friday night at 6. Brought to you by Sonny's Barbecue on 1010XL. Now you can watch 1010XL shows all day on X, Facebook, and YouTube. Brought to you by MyBookie. Experience Vegas from the comfort of your phone anytime, anywhere. Sign up today. Use promo code 1010XL.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Home of the Jacksonville Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Everything about the game has changed, except for the most important thing. What you have inside. It is what drives the game. It refuses to be ignored. It sweats everything, turns an athlete into a legend. Gatorade, is it in you?
From Gatorade Zero to Gatorade Endurance Formula and Gator Light, there's something for every athlete. Find it at your local Winn-Dixie. It's a win-win. Gatorade, official partner of the NFL.
PRP treatment is kind of the thing these days, and in many cases, it eliminates the need for surgery. This is Sheridan Tootin, and my experience with PRP from Southeast Orthopedic Specialist has been nothing short of great. I'm really feeling much better now. Ask your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist doctor about PRP treatment.
This is Dr. Kevin Murphy with Southeast Orthopedic Specialists, where athletes are treated like pros.
Relieve pain and get back to life. SOS. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
It's a game 80 years in the making. Join us for Thursday Night Football as we celebrate the 80th birthday of the Tax Slayer Gator Bowl game. The SEC and ACC face off January 2nd at 7:30 on Bill Gay grounds at Everbank Stadium. Don't miss college football pageantry on display as we celebrate our 80th anniversary. Tickets and hospitality packages are on sale now at TaxSlayerGatorBowl.com. Get yours today.
Bueller Aaron Plumbing presents Are You Cool?
Our first contestant, a stay-at-home gymnast from Jacksonville, Florida. It's Gwendolyn Beers.
Thank you, Monty. I don't know who installed my air conditioner, but it hasn't had a tune-up in over 3 years. Am I cool?
Let's ask our expert judging panel. Judges? I'm sorry, Gwendolyn. You're not cool. Johnny, tell her why.
That's right. To keep your air conditioner performing at its best, you need a skilled technician to check your pressures, voltages, and air filters in the fall and the spring. At Bueller Aaron Plumbing, our club members get 2 free visits a year to make sure that you are cool.
Can you tell me if my haircut is sexy?
You're better off not asking.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Visit BuellerAir.com. So one of life's most important decisions. If you're 18 years or older, you just got married, you just got divorced, you have children, you likely want to take care of your family. Of course you do. Hicken here from Matt Hinson in the Hinson Law Firm. I'm not the attorney yet. But have you done your last will? It's not the most comfortable thing. It's not the most fun thing to do. It's something you need to do besides getting your assets to the people that you want them to go to. Planning helps minimize income, gift, and estate taxes as well. Matt Hinson will listen to help you with some tough decisions. He'll provide you the info needed so you are at ease with your choice. The Hinson Law Firm. You have questions? Maddie's got answers. 904-527-1700. 527-1700. Office is Jacksonville, Florida. And don't let the state decide your fate.
Hacker here, and guys, the countdown is over. I didn't just hit the 100-pound mark. I blew past it thanks to Awaken 180 weight loss. 107 pounds gone just like that. More weight than a quarter keg of beer. Speaking of beer, here's where it gets fun. We're throwing a big celebration at Mr. Chubby's Wings in Ponte Vedra Beach. Yeah, you heard that right. A weight loss party at Mr. Chubby's. The irony's juicier than their wings, but here's the thing. I can celebrate at Mr. Chubby's and still keep the pounds pounds off. If you didn't know, yes, wings are still on the menu while losing weight with Awaken 180 weight loss. Join me in 1010XL on November 9th for the Florida and Texas game, and you could win a spot at my table. Food is included. There'll be ticket giveaways and more for the celebration. If I can shed a whole Mr. Chubby and still throw a party at one, what's holding you back? Call Awaken 180, 844-346-1800, or hit up awaken180weightloss.com, and let's get it done.
What king in the deck of cards does not have a mustache? The answer next.
Filing any homeowner's claim is really easy with Southern Oak Insurance. Simply file your claim directly with us. We'll handle the vendors. It will save money for you.
Our family protecting yours. Southern Oak Insurance.
Silly as it sounds, the King of Hearts is the only king without facial hair. Supposedly a design error.
Southern Oak Insurance. Our family protecting yours.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by First Coast Honda Dealers. The Florida basketball opener against USF was a welcome challenge for head coach Todd Golden.
That was a team that was really together on Monday night, and as you can imagine going into that game, it concerned us.
Gator football's Billy Napier looks for a creative offense from Texas head coach Steve Sarkisian.
Yeah, no, I think Sark is an outstanding coach. Had a chance to work with him for a year. Very creative. And has great experience.
Florida State prepares for Notre Dame. Team has had to rely on backup redshirt freshman Brock Glenn and true freshman Luke Kromenaar on Descender, who says of his playing time,
I'd say confidence. You know, when you first get out there, you're going to be a little nervous. It's a big stage. The last couple of games, my confidence is growing.
That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
Currently, it's 8, 10, and 76 degrees. Your time and your temp is brought to you by Mueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cool with Mueller.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
We always argue, or not argue, but discuss culture. Some think of it as a big deal, others don't. It just whatever. I've always been a believer that, you got a good culture when you're winning, although the only time I've seen that not really be true is 2017 here. Mm-hmm. We did not have a great culture in the locker room. Them guys did not. Calais was one of the greatest Jaguars of all time, one of the best pros I've ever known, and the young guys did not take to him for whatever reason, because they were jerky. They were weird. They were different cats. But I want to do a shout out, and this is the kind of thing that makes me think, man, what a good culture. This guy does a good thing like this, and it should be noted in sport. I think it's not that big a deal, but I think it's kind of cool. So do you guys know who Chris Rodriguez is?
Chris Rodriguez, is that the running back?
Yes.
For Washington, maybe?
Yes.
Okay.
And he's from what college, please?
Kentucky,
right? He ran over us a few times.
He
kind
did.
of a slow, big kid is kind of how I remember him, but just pushed the pile.
May have been from Florida.
May have been. Chris Rodriguez, maybe he's from South Florida. I don't know. Anyway, he gave Marshawn Latimer his jersey, 23. He's a vet. I'm not about to sit here and tell him I need to freaking $1,000 for a number. I've only been here 2 years. At the end of the day, I'm the same guy. I just clap it up for that guy. I think that's cool. I mean, listen, I have no problem if you say, what are you going to give me? And I'll give you a Rolex or whatever. I'll give you, but I think that's an awesome thing, and that tells me a little something about this Washington football team. Bunch of young cats kicking some A right now, led by a young rookie quarterback. You got to like it right now if you're the Washington Commanders, man. You got to be pumped up about that team, and if you're a Washington fan, you haven't had much to cheer about for years.
Dan Quinn's a good coach.
Yeah.
He's a good coach.
Yeah.
There's no other way to say it. These are two pitiful programs he took over, by the way. He took the Atlanta Falcons to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And if ever fire him because it got bad for a year and a half, shows just how fickle and probably wrong the NFL is. We have an example. We decided a guy after a bad year and a half wasn't any good anymore, and he won 2 Super Bowls.
Uh-huh.
You know, sometimes you make a mistake.
Mm-hmm.
Dan Quinn's impact cannot be. This is amazing. I mean, if it continues, we're on pace here for like an all-time turnaround, are we not? What was the Commanders' record last year? I mean, they picked 4th, so
good, right?
5 wins maybe.
Yeah.
They're 7-2, and they look like legit. I know they had
I think they're going to the playoffs.
They had a comeback win against the Bears, which seemed kind of sketch. But other than that, they've beaten some. They went to Cincinnati and beat the brains out of them.
They were 4-13 last year.
4-13, and they're 7-2. I mean, I don't know what the biggest one-year improvement is, but it looks like it. What do you have their schedule?
No, I'm just looking at their year by year. 4-13, 8-1, 7-10, 7-9. 3-13, 7-9, 7-9, 8-7-1, 9-7, 4-12, 3-13, 10-6, 5-11, 6-10, 4-12, 8-8, 9-7, 5-11. They have not. They made the playoffs in 2007. They lost the wild card. In 2012, they lost the wild card. In 2015, they lost the wild card. In 2020, they lost the wild card. So they've made their last 5.
Brunell's the last one to win a playoff game for them.
What year was that?
That was, 03 or whatever?
05?
Yeah.
They lost the division.
Yeah.
But they
won a wild card.
They won a wild card.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do remember that.
They won a Super Bowl in 91.
Which is now like almost 2 generations ago.
Yeah.
One thing about aging, and you get to be like Hicken, mid-50s or whatever, is that the time plays tricks on you. 1991 doesn't seem as far away ago as it was. Because we stack up all these sports memories and they just run together.
Give me some pop quiz music,
there we
please.
go. Come on. Bring it.
Pop quiz
By the way, the Commanders' season is not going to get easy, Dan. They got Pittsburgh this week. Then they're at Philly. Then they got Dallas. And then they end the season with Philly, Atlanta, and at Dallas. So, 10 wins might still be good. They're not going to go 13-4.
Since 2000,
oh boy,
Washington Redskins have had 10 different coaches.
Coaches, huh?
Head coaches. 2000. How many will you get, Jeff Prosser?
How many will I get?
Yeah. 8.
Yeah, 7 or 8 maybe.
All right,
maybe. But I'm terrified. It's just the old. All right, Dan Quinn. I'm going to go with that one.
That's correct. By the way, I'm E. You may also assist.
Okay.
Rivera?
Correct. It's 2.
What's this? Jay Gruden.
It's 3.
Joe Gibbs.
4.
Jim Zorn.
5. It's a nice pull, Jim Zorn. Only there for 2 years.
Shanahan.
6.
They had a one and done, I think, one year. All right, hold on.
6 coaches.
I don't know the day. Is Schottenheimer in that stretchy, or is he before then? Who was Schotty? Schotty was a long time in Cleveland. Kansas City was his latest. I bet he was in the 90s. Was Schottenheimer 90? Who was the coach of the?
He was Chargers in the 90s.
Yeah, Schottenheimer.
7.
Yes! I got the 7. I don't think I'm going to get any more. Did they have not like Gase or one of those dudes? No. Who am I? Oh, God, man, is
Do you want to call
Ray Rhodes?
Do you want to call Get Smart John for some help?
Yeah, I'm happy with 7. I really am.
Okay.
All right, let's just. Okay, I hit the number I wanted. But give me just the years.
2000.
So 2000 is just 1 year. Is that Ray Rhodes at the end of Ray Rhodes or no?
No.
All right, who's 2000?
Ray Rhodes never coached the.
He didn't?
No.
Who am I thinking of? Am I
Terry Robisky?
Yeah, no, that's not what I'm thinking.
He was an interim.
He was 2000.
And Norv.
Oh yeah, he's still around. Yeah, that feels 80s to me.
But the big and then Callahan interim.
Okay. So of the 10 or 2 interim?
Well, they were there for a short time, half a year or so.
Okay, so I've gotten 7 of the 8, fully complimented.
Yeah, but sadly.
Well, let me think, though. I mean, I could get there.
I thought we were done.
Well, we are. I'm not going to sit here.
The most egregious miss.
Spurrier?
Thank you.
Yeah. I would have got there. Yeah. Yeah. For sure. I would have got all 8. I'm happy with it. I'm not going to lie.
Spurrier went 7-9 and 5-11.
All right, so this is the first I've heard of this, and being as degenerate as we are, shame on us, but there is self-learning AI makes NFL against the spread over under money line picks. Let me see how this thing built using cutting-edge artificial intelligence.
I'd like some Guggen who's a degenerate to chime in and tell me if this thing works or not before I invest.
Built using cutting-edge artificial intelligence and machine learning techniques by CBS Sportsline's data science team, AI predictions and AI ratings are generated for each game. The AI predictions are determined by statistically learning from each team's historical data, then quantitatively evaluating the strength of the opponent's defense by assigning a numeric value out of 100 called a matchup score. Then it formulates a prediction. The AI rating is generated using the prediction, the matchup score, the odds of the market. For example, you can see an A rating on an over bet if a team's facing a poor defense. Their prediction differs from the line. There are favorable odds, yada, yada, yada. So if you want to download the sports betting app, knock yourself out, pay for it. I'll continue to use the good old-fashioned brain here and keep you over 500 in the 5-pack tomorrow.
As we head,
and Hicken's hot after like an 0-12 start or whatever.
I was like, yeah. As we head to break, our boy Murph chimed in with a good point.
Do we have Murph today?
No, today's Thursday.
Oh, it was yesterday. I remember.
Lattimore should take care of Rodriguez now. Like, that would, you pay it forward. You know what I mean? Because Lattimore's got the money.
Yeah. Oh, so you should give him some money anyway?
Yeah, give him something. That would be cool, too.
He probably will.
So, anyway.
Lattimore's a big payday guy, isn't he?
Oh, he's got lots.
Right? He's been like a top corner money at one point.
Yeah. So, I will take a break, keep it rolling. This is The Drill on 1010XL 92.5.
Custom Tree Surgeons Thursday.
FM.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
Get inside the mind of the QB with Denny Thompson, the quarterback whisperer.
Yeah, I want to tell you what's really happening at the quarterback position.
He shares his insights Friday mornings on The Drill. Brought to you by Tyson Sound and Security and George Moore Chevrolet.
Hey, imagine having a doctor available to you any day or any time. That's my doctor, Rick Townsend. Listen, Doc T's been my doctor for a long time, and he's always been there for me, but he's decided to take a leap into a new and exciting, more personal world of concierge medicine. That's where he limits the amount of patients by a lot, and I'm going with him. So, yeah, I was over there this week. If you need an appointment, you need to see Doc T, he gets you in right away. Some doctors, at some places, it can't get you until end of next week, A medical emergency, here's Doc T's personal phone number. He gets right back to you if he doesn't answer 7 days a week, 24/7. It's like being a member of an exclusive golf club, but the cost will definitely surprise you. And as far as doctors, Rick Townsend's the best. He was Navy trained, graduated from Wake Forest. So if you need yearly physicals, office or virtual visits, cancer screenings, referrals to specialists, get all your answers at mypvconcierge.com. That's mypvconcierge.com.
Why go big or go home when you can go epic and save at Arlington Toyota? Mia here, and right now you can lease a new 2024 Corolla LE for only $89 a month. A new 2025 Camry SE for only $129 per month. Need an SUV? Then lease a new 2024 RAV4 XLE for only $199 per month. Our friends at Arlington even have epic lease savings on trucks too. Go epic and save big at Arlington Toyota. Shop arlingtontoyota.com today.
These are interesting economic times. That's why it's so important to have someone you can count on. That's ITP Partners. Jacksonville folks taking care of our Jacksonville money. Experience? You best believe you want to give your hard-earned money to folks you trust. Jeff Hartman, Chris Bryan, Dan Abel, Reed Wingate, Scott Regner, Janice Cobb, and Reagan Wright have the expertise and knowledge to help clients in their financial lives, focusing on investment management, financial planning, and risk management. ITP Partners. Financial partners for life. Securities offered through American Portfolios Financial Services, Inc. Member FINRA SIPC.
Want to be up close and personal with the Jaguars as they take the field? Here's your chance to be in the shadows, outside the Jaguars locker room, now called the Vault. Enter today at everbank.com/shadows. One winner and a guest for every home game at Everbank Stadium. No purchase necessary to enter or win. Open to legal residents of the United States and D.C. 18 and older. Entry periods for the Shadow Sweepstakes promotion from 8/19/24 to 12/15/24. For official rules and complete details, visit everbank.com/shadows. Sponsored Administrator, Everbank NA, member FDIC.
Googan Nation, it's Dreamfinders Danny Hicken here to tell you this is no dream. The folks at Dreamfinders Homes right now have an unbeatable interest rate for you. You may not think you can afford a Dreamfinders home. Well, think again. Take advantage of a 2.99% year one rate. I said it, 2.99%. 15 Jacksonville communities to choose from. Find that dream house and take advantage of an unbeatable rate. Move now, literally. Dreamfinders Homes, the official home builder of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Get more Garnet and Gold on the Seminole Report.
Follow the Seminole Warpath to college football glory.
Brought to you by your local Ag Pro, your home team. Stay close to the Seminoles with the Florida State Seminole Report on 1010XL.
Integrity, persistence, and standing up for victims. It's what you want in a personal injury case and what my friend and lawyer Glenn Cohen brings to every case for over 40 years. Call Glenn at Barnes, Cohen, and Sullivan.
I'm here with Clayton Bromberg of Underwood Jewelers. Clayton, you have told us about buying better quality diamonds, but is there any way to start with a smaller diamond and use it to trade up to a larger diamond later on?
Frank, it's interesting you'd ask that because our founder, H.F. Underwood, popularized growing your diamond here in Jacksonville about 50 years ago, and it's something we still do today. When a customer buys an Underwood engagement ring or solitaire diamond pendant or a pair of ear studs, we guarantee they get the price they paid for it on the purchase of any larger diamond. Now, a lot of stores would say, big deal. We do that too, but here's the Underwood difference. We guarantee you get what you paid when you trade in your Underwood diamond, even if you're trading up by only $1. It's not that you have to trade up 2 for 1 like most jewelers ask. There have been literally thousands of people in the Jacksonville area who have taken advantage of our policy, and Underwood still grows a lot of diamonds for a lot of people.
Underwood, serving excellence since 1928. In San Marco, Avondale, and the shops of Ponte Vedra.
Big Sur's here. My cigars are back in stock at Island Girl Gate Parkway. Buy a box and I will autograph it for you. Island Girl Gate Parkway is the place to enjoy a great cigar selection, a full bar, enjoy a daily happy hour from noon to 7 and all day Sunday. Enjoy college and NFL games from noon to 6. When you buy 5 cigars, you get 1 free. Plus, live music Friday and Saturday nights. For upcoming events, follow Island Girl Gate Parkway on Instagram and Facebook at islandgirl.gateparkway.
You don't have to be a football star to get a signing bonus. The team at Republic Services needs your skills, and they're paying up to $5,000 for you to join the roster. You'll be joining a winner. As an essential business, the Republic Services trucks have not stopped rolling with hourly and weekly pay and better benefits and vacation packages than the rest of the league. Driver trainees, $1,000 sign-on bonus. CDL drivers, $3,000. Diesel mechanics, $5,000 bonus. Join the winning team at Republic Services today. Visit republicservices.com.
Equal opportunity employer. When you head out for a night with friends or going to the big game, don't forget the best game plan to win the night is to designate a driver and guarantee a safe ride home. Hydrating between buds is the best play you can make. Bud Light, reminding all to drink wiser.
Get off the ladder and put on the helmet with Gutter Helmet of North Florida. We are family owned and manufactured locally. Cleaning your gutters is a dangerous and dirty job. That's why with Gutter Helmet, you'll never clean your gutters again. Water goes in your gutters while trash and debris go on the ground. It won't collect like filters do. Gutter Helmet protects. Call now for 10% off and a free gutter cleaning and tune-up with your purchase of Gutter Helmet. Call 904-762-7779.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
All right, welcome back. Good to hang out with you guys on a Thursday. Oh, that Scott Boras annoys me. He's got like every free agent in baseball, so I've got to deal with him. But oof. I don't like that guy. I don't like that guy one bit. I don't like his little lines. I don't like anything about him. But he has like everybody in Major League Baseball. It's very annoying. Very annoying. He's got them all. All the free agents. Got to deal with Scott Boras.
Got that bread.
There is some discussion about the, the Yankees kind of showed him up with Garrett Cole. So they're like.
So it might hurt him with Soto?
Well, kind of like, I wonder if they're ticked at him,
I think, here's what it feels like.
He's an ego-driven son of a gun,
Did this start with the odd now inclusion of Tampa Bay into the process? Did you see that story? There's a dirty half dozen of teams that have a legitimate shot to, the Dodgers, the Yankees, the Mets, the Giants, the Blue Jays, one other, Boston maybe.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But then suddenly Tampa Bay lets it known that they're going to get into the bidding. Tampa, here's the problem. You had an $80 million payroll last year, and Soto costs $70 million a year. So it would be the most bizarre. But they are moving into a new stadium, no?
No.
Tampa's never going to try.
Tampa is in a no.
Why won't they try? They're in a good market.
No.
If they had a start, with a new stadium and a reboot and a star, no one would go? They don't have enough homegrown fans. Is that the problem? What's the problem in Tampa?
There's a whole new problem in Tampa.
What's the new one?
The new problem is they got nowhere to play this year.
Well, again, that's a one-year thing.
No, it isn't. Where are they going to play next year? They're not fixing that. This thing is a train wreck. Tampa is in trouble.
Let me back up. Did we not have a new stadium coming for Tampa?
In 28. And by the way, that may fall off the charts. That may fall apart. Because now what are we going to do? Are we not fixing the old state? What? So I've heard some rumblings about.
Where are they playing? Have we said yet?
No. Jacksonville.
Can we get a now? As the Marlins affiliate, would that hurt, or would it be separate?
I think, and we should ask Ken Babby, but I think that Ken Babby, the owner of the Jumbo Shrimp, would be receptive. Now, and I'm not saying they play here the whole year.
No. I don't think there's any way they play here the whole year. But could you get 10 games?
Yeah, I think you can get a homestand. Why not?
Maybe a couple. I mean, if I'm Tampa, if you're serious about growing your brand,
you got to understand. This is one of the big sports stories. It's
not
a
being
mess.
told. It's not being told at all. That's fair. And maybe part of it's because we've dumbed down our major league, the brand because of look at the Sacramento A's thing.
Here's the deal. It's millions of dollars to fix that roof. The roof got destroyed in the hurricane, for those who don't know.
Yeah.
And they don't know who's paying, what they're paying. So it's
do you think at the end of the day they'll most likely settle like in the Orlando, Tampa area in a spring training facility?
Yeah, Steinbrenner Field, be my guess.
Which is Legend. It used to be Legends Field there in Tampa where they do the high school state finals.
Could you?
And I've been to Legends Field, by the way. It holds maybe 10 grand.
Yeah, I believe you could easily get an extra 5,000
in Legends Field.
No, here, and get it to like 16.
Well, you could definitely put some bleachers in left field.
Yeah,
I know it's kind of kitschy in the way it is, but if you wanted to, I don't know how much trouble you'd go to for X amount of games. That's a story that's worth exploring. And nothing's really. You're gonna have to make some decisions soon if you're the Rays. I mean, it's November. The season starts at the end of March. You need some announcement.
Yeah, they got to figure it out. So,
are they leaning anywhere so far? Is it Legends Field, or is that just our assumption? Legends Field is right next to the football complex.
I've heard
right
that.
There.
I've heard that. They don't know where they're going to play in 2025. Hurricane Milton badly damaged Tropicana Field, taking off the roof. The stadium looks unusable at the moment. So I've been talked the Rays will need a temporary facility for at least part of 2025, if not longer. Given that the Rays are moving into a new building in 2028, it's easy to see why no one wants to spend money to fix up a ballpark that will be vacant very soon anyways.
Well, hold on, though. That's 3 years until 2028.
I'm well aware.
Yes, Major League, somebody got to step in and fix the field.
Yeah, how about Major League Baseball?
They should have done it the day it happened. Instead, they're sitting around, and now it's still just flapping in the wind like an old dilapidated, trailer that you left out on the
city of St. Petersburg took a step towards potentially fixing up the stadium recently. John Romano of the Tampa Bay Times writes that St. Pete City Council agreed to spend up to $6 million in order to create a temporary drainage system and waterproof exposed areas of the stadium.
In other words, to make it open air.
I guess. Romano adds that this mitigation process figures to take up to 8 weeks, so the process could be halted if the stadium is declared impossible to salvage. From what I've heard, this thing is a mess, but you're right. Try to make it open air. There's no drainage in the ballpark, though, so the Florida rainstorms would render the field unplayable daily.
Yeah, well, that's true. You're built it inside. And my problem with Tampa is not so much – everyone complains about the building itself, and it's not a great building, and I don't like it. My biggest problem with Tampa is just the inconvenience of where it is. It's just nothing around the ballpark. It's not an easy, great place to park. It gets confusing down around the area. It's just not a great spot. I'm talking about from here. I don't care if you live down there. That can be.
I've gone down. I went down there last year.
I get it.
It's easy to. You park right across the street. It's simple. There's nothing around it. That's true.
Hold on now. In fairness, for me, we're staying down there, so you're bebopping around and you're getting stuck in situations that necessarily you wouldn't be getting into if you just drove down for a game and turned around and drove home.
That's fair. But yeah, it is. And they're. Let me see what else. St. Petersburg's leaders approved $6.5 million to clean and repair. Does that mean the Rays can still play there? The Dome Stadium had its roof ripped off during Hurricane Milton. Reports documenting the level of destruction have not been promising, leaving it all but certain the Rays will have to play at least part, if not all, of their 2025 home games elsewhere. Whether the stadium ever gets used again is even in doubt since the Rays are planning to move to a new stadium. Even that could be in question, though. See, this is what I have heard. The Pinellas County Commission postponed a vote on issuing bonds to help fund the new $1.37 billion stadium planned for the same area as the immediate future of the team remains unknown. So now I'm hearing, and I've heard that deal may be falling apart.
The stadium.
The 2028 new stadium. Like,
well,
I thought that was all agreed to.
That's on brand for Tampa. They've done this since
Tampa doesn't want them.
They almost got the Giants, like way back in the 90s, or it was close. In fact, the Giants may have announced they're moving to Tampa.
I think Tampa doesn't want the owner. The owner in the city of Tampa.
Is that name Ole still, or no? That's a long time ago.
No.
Yeah.
So I think that maybe it's time to Nashville wants a team.
Just move them.
Just go to Nashville.
Just move them.
Maybe
that's a great point.
Maybe that's what you...
No, it's a fair, great point. You've had your chance, Tampa. You've had good teams. You don't support them.
Manfred said he'd like the Rays to remain in the area, wants them to find a temporary home by Christmas. We can make it work in a minor league park, Manfred said. Here we are.
Yeah,
there's probably some flexibility in terms of what we do with the big league schedule. So it is... I think this whole thing is falling apart in Tampa.
Why not go to Puerto Rico for 40 like the Expos did?
Maybe.
I guess it didn't work. They didn't get the push out of that they wanted.
I don't know.
According to the text line brought to you by Lifetime Enclosures, we got a Tampa Guggen here.
Okay.
And he says that they just approved funds to fix the roof.
That's what I said.
What we're talking about.
$6 million. But that's not fixing the roof. That's putting in a drainage system, and it'd be open air, and that may not be enough.
Band-Aid.
And they don't know if that it'll even be ready by the start of the season or whatever. So there is a lot of... And if this thing falls apart,
I'd rip off the roof. To me, what sounds smart is rip off the roof, touch it up, put in some drainage, and you can do all that. That's smarter than. And by the way, you may find out after all that you know what, we should be open air.
That's tough.
It rains everywhere though, Hick. It rains in Atlanta every day in the summer.
Yeah.
I'd have to look.
Well, if you don't have drainage, then you're screwed.
Well, they'll have to. You can't. It won't be without drainage. They'll build drain. I mean, they'll build in at least some sort of drainage for it if they decide to play outside.
Some of the area minor league stadiums, there's Baycare Ballpark in Clearwater. That's 18 miles north of Tropicana.
I need attendance on these. Do they list that capacity?
8,800.
Not enough.
Steinbrenner Field, 11,206.
You could do that.
13 skybox. That's a nightly crowd.
That's a Rays game.
Yeah.
And 13 skyboxes is important.
Mm-hmm. TD Ballpark, Dunedin, 22 miles north of Tropicana, 8,500. Lacombe Park in Bradenton is 35 miles, 9,000. That's where the Pirates play. Ed Smith Stadium in Sarasota, 8,500. Joker Marchant. There's a ton of stadiums.
As to playing at a minor league park like Jacksonville because it's another organization, in reality, if they play anywhere in a minor league facility in Tampa, it's going to be somebody else's.
Oh, yeah.
You're playing at the Yankees spring training or, like you just said there, a different team.
Yeah. So it'll be interesting. But, yeah, I know they have approved the $6 million. I don't know if that – look, again – if they don't approve this new stadium, then we got a whole bunch of issues that they got to be working out, and they need to work it out like now. I mean, baseball will be here before you know it.
What I should say about the Tampa Stadium experience, in fairness, I'm comparing it to the new ballparks and where you go, like Atlanta.
Correct.
Like nothing's, and so unfair. And I don't spend in Tampa when I go to the games. I don't spend hours before and after around the stadium. I go, I get in, I get out. I'm just making my observations, what I see within eyesight, and I didn't look. You go to Atlanta, you're at a party.
Yeah,
you got the ballpark there, and there's everything. That's what I mean. There's and that has become so common of pro sports facilities.
So it's
what Shad wants here, right? Yeah. And it's smart. It's what fans want. It's great.
Yeah. Eventually, that's what we should have here. We should have a Lot J type of.
One thing's for sure: the way the Tampa media is covering that story and putting how far in miles it is, they're not going to play a full season way over here or Orlando.
No,
we
not
might
a season.
To get a couple homestands. That would be.
We got an 8-game homestand, 4 against the whoever and 4 against the whoever. Yeah, come play here.
What's Jacksonville State exact? Do we know the exact capacity here?
I can check. But I do know. Like I said, I'm pretty sure that they could
11,000.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
That's pretty good, and you could probably make it 13.
I'm pretty sure you could make it 15, 16.
But I don't know if it's just for a game. Do you do that? You probably just
for a homestand. You do.
You put in the fake bleachers and all that?
Heck yeah.
And you have to balance this, obviously, with...
They're temporary. You don't keep them, but I don't think.
By the way, and we should also say this because you may not be aware if you're not a baseball fan, but in general, baseball stadiums are much smaller capacity-wise than football.
Yes.
I mean, we have stadiums in Major League Baseball that are, let's see, Progressive Field in Cleveland only holds 34,000.
Oh, yeah.
Miami, 37.
Yeah.
Fenway, 37. You know, they build baseball, you know. I'm looking at the biggest minor league park. Oh, it's not even, I don't know if it's minor league, is in Omaha. I'm looking at non-major league.
Omaha is the
World Series, right? 24,000.
Yeah.
Hiram Bithorn Stadium in Puerto Rico, only 18.2.
Yeah,
so it's not worth
it.
Salem Field, you know where that is?
Where?
Salem Field.
Spell it.
Sahlen.
No.
Buffalo. That's what I thought you might know. $16,000 for that one, and then a bunch of 15s. But Jacksonville's 121 Financial. 52nd biggest baseball stadium in the country.
Shout out Jayville.
Yes, sir. All right, we got to go to break. Come back with more. It's Custom Tree Surgeons Thursday.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Bolt City AC, heating that rules.
Is your AC ready for the holidays? Bolt City Heating and Air ensures your AC stays in tip-top shape. We know that a clean AC is a healthy AC. Upgrade yours for just $96 a month and enjoy free duct cleanings with your new system. Plus, ask about our 0% financing options.
Bolt City AC, we got the crew. Bolt City AC.
Visit BoltCityAC.com.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
Hey, Hicken here for Lockhart Construction. You know Lockhart Construction. That's a long-time Jacksonville business. Shane's dad started the company. Shane and his dad are guys from here taking care of people who live here. People like me. Hickens needed a new bathroom. We called Lockhart Construction. Fast, friendly, affordable, clean. So good, we did it again and again. I've sent them out to many of my friends and family. I did my son Drew's house siding. Terrific job. House looks beautiful on that block. I say their family gives your family a better living experience. Unlock better living with Lockhart Construction. You got a construction need, a remodel idea? It's real easy, man. You just call Shane and he calls you back. Tell him your idea. He'll say yay or nay. Work you up a proposal and away you go. 994-3865. Shane Lockhart, Lockhart Construction. 994-3865.
Hey, it's Matt Hayes. November is Veterans Month, and Awaken 180 is honoring all active duty veterans and spouses with 15% off our entire program, plus the same free support for life all clients receive. Celebrate Veterans Month with 50% off at awaken180weightloss.com.
This date in sports history is brought to you by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
On November 7, 2009, Basketball Hall of Fame coach Jerry Sloan becomes the first coach in NBA history with 1,000 wins for one team after defeating the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Get Gators play-by-play on 1010XL. Brought to you by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. And Renewal by Anderson, custom windows and doors. Proud partner of the Florida Gators.
Yo, what's happening, sports bettors? It's your boy E to the T, and our listeners have been killing it in a year full of surprises. My bookie is the one book that got your back. No fluff, no second guessing, just straight up action. Does other sportsbooks pay out when you push on a bet? MyBookie pays you back. And if you're new to the game and not sure where to start, we've got you covered. Start up using promo code 1010XL, and that'll double your bankroll with a 100% deposit bonus right from jump. Here's a pro tip to get you rolling. The NFL teams with powerhouse offensive lines are dominating the run game this year, and betting game total unders has been printing money. So stack that on MyBookie Risk-Free Thursdays. That's right, there's a new risk-free odds boost every Thursday. To find the bet, click the Bet Boost tab and scroll down. If it hits, you win. If it doesn't, MyBookie refunds you your money. Sign up and get that double deposit bonus with MyBookie. That's the best sign-up bonus in Florida for Florida bettors. Bet anything, anytime, anywhere with MyBookie.
Hicken here for Bow 9 Associates, where you'll find Jacksonville's most esteemed eye doctors at each of their locations. After being selected for one of the most competitive ophthalmology fellowships in the world, Dr. Frank Bowden frequently called upon for his expert opinion, currently one of the few cornea and external disease specialists in the area, and, of course, the founder of Bow 9. So visit Bow 9 Associates today and experience the difference. They're keeping the First Coast focused. Bow 9 and Associates.
Elbow pain, whether acute or chronic, can make it difficult to do normal activities, like playing sports, doing household chores, or even sleeping comfortably. Dr. George Barr here, and no one wants to deal with pain without solutions on how to feel better. We've all heard of tennis and golfer's elbow, but there's plenty more that can cause pain, like osteoarthritis, muscle tears, and nerve entrapment. All are treatable at Barr Orthopedics. Getting you back to full health is our mission, and there's a number of different treatment options we can offer. Call us today or visit barrorthopedics.com.
Hi, this is Dave Barker. Want to grow your hair back?
IHRS, right here in Jacksonville, is the only hair transplant clinic in the country that offers multi-unit hair grafting, FUE neograft hair transplants, and the 45-minute effective PRP treatments.
Multi-unit hair grafting gave me more hair in one procedure and within my budget.
Thank you, IHRS.
IHRS showed me what was causing my hair loss and helped stop it.
Schedule a free evaluation and find out how to grow your hair back and keep the hair you have. Call 904-777-IHRS. Take the first step to restoring your hair today. Visit hairforme.com.
Now my hair will grow for the rest of my life. Thanks, IHRS.
IHRS has been restoring hair for men and women for over 30 years.
Call now for a free in-person or virtual evaluation. 904-777-IHRS. That's 904-777-4477. Or visit hair4me.com.
This is Dr. Kevin Kaplan, head team physician for your Jacksonville Jaguars. Here's the latest update on the Jags, brought to you by Baptist Health and JOI.
The Jaguars have discovered a need to reacquire quarterback C.J. Beathard, according to head coach Doug Peterson.
Yeah, so obviously, C.J. was here and Mac was here, and from our standpoint, we felt like we had a really good quarterback room.
The head coach also gave an update on QB1, Trevor Lawrence.
Trevor's sore, obviously, and it gives us assurance, obviously. Mac is still the number 2, obviously.
JTA Game Day Express is back. Save gas and avoid parking hassles as the Jaguars take on the Minnesota Vikings this Sunday. Let them do the driving with multiple locations around town and passes starting at just $10 on the MyGTA app. To learn more, visit jtafla.com. At your Jacksonville Orthopedic Institute Jaguar Update, I'm Sam Nelson.
XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Stand by, E.
Standing by.
He very generously just treated me to a chicken biscuit.
As I so often do.
You do.
I don't mind.
I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
I don't mind it at all.
But I got it. I had to wolf it down.
Man.
And I did. But I'm still just finishing it up.
Yeah, I'm good. I've already eaten mine. I eat even faster than you, who are a notoriously fast eater. All right, we have issues right now, big time friction.
Yeah.
Between one of our guys and our go-tos, and an even bigger and special entity one of our anchor sponsors here. We have client sponsor. We got a little friction.
You got to
here.
be careful with this one.
Well, I mean,
lost Circuit City.
Just lost Circuit City. That's right. I mean, the Who Can You Count On's got like their biggest game of the year this week.
Okay.
Right? They play
Georgia.
Ole Miss hosts Georgia.
Yeah.
All right. The Who Can You Count On's, the Cat and Truck Accessories brings you every week. What?
The Riley Report.
The Riley Report.
Riley eschewed this week.
Riley had a conflict this week. He eschewed it. CTA's out for blood. So right now, I don't know where Riley is, but you better lay low, my friend. The Who Can You Count On's are coming at you. They needed a rolling lock.
Yeah.
They needed your expertise and your insight into Georgia Ole Miss.
We just lost Circuit City.
I'm just saying. If you think Riley,
Truck guy's out.
If you think this week's, expert, pay isn't going to be docked, you were mistaken, friend.
Mm-hmm.
We need, CTA is ticked.
That's fair.
Yeah. So I thought I'd embellish that a little bit, but I also thought I would take the opportunity here.
Well, Riley, by the way, I know where he is. He's in South Carolina, but I hope he's not in Beaufort County because there's a problem up in Beaufort County right now. We got not 1, not 10, not 20. We got 40 monkeys on the loose.
Monkey Island.
40 monkeys have escaped from a research facility up there in Beaufort.
That's right. It's out of Atlanta. Isn't it? In Beaufort near Atlanta?
I don't know, but they got traps out there, thermal imaging cameras. Fugitive monkeys are on the run. They've warned residents to stay inside, secure your windows and doors.
That is awesome. I would love to live in Beaufort, Georgia today. Could you imagine just sitting in your house and with eyes peeled for any monkeys on the loose?
Monkey.
Gotta hope none of them monkeys like Caesar.
Oh, man. Caesar.
Don't let them get together.
No.
Don't let them talk amongst themselves.
Don't let them formulate a plan.
Monkey alone, weak. Monkey together, strong.
Is E? I don't know if E. Do you know the Monkey Island story?
No.
Yeah, I haven't told you the Monkey Island story. This is great.
Educate your boy.
Well,
we get
before you do, let me tell you something.
Okay, yeah. What do we got?
The Post and Courier newspaper reported last year that Alpha Genesis won a federal contract to oversee a colony of 3,500 rhesus monkeys on South Carolina's Morgan Island, known as Monkey Island.
Another Monkey Island. All right, so E, I'm in high school. I've just graduated, and one of my good friends from stateside growing up, my buddy I was still very close with out in Texas, he has graduated high school, and so he has come down for a week after we've all graduated high school before we go off to college. It's just a summer of discovery. So I'm going to have some for a week, and I'm doing all the things. I've lived in Puerto Rico for 4 years. You grow up fast there. That's all I'll say. And we've been to the rainforest and this, that, and the other. So one day we go snorkeling. So we go up to Fajardo, and we put in the boat. We got the John boat. I mean, we're little Tom Sawyer Huck Finns at this stage of our life. We're doing that kind of stuff all the time. We get in the boat. We're in the Fajardo Bay there, and we go, tooling around, having a little fun, doing a little snorkeling. And then we see off just there in the distance there's a naval research facility there. It's called Monkey Island.
All right.
In fact, 60 Minutes did a big piece on Monkey Island about a year ago. I told Hick you should watch this. Of course, he didn't. And so anyway, we're snorkeling along, and then we see this Monkey Island, and we see this one solitary monkey just sitting there in the sand. It looks so cute. There's signs everywhere. Naval facility, do not approach monkeys. Do not feed monkeys. Yeah, we're 18 years old, and I got an apple, so you're darn right I'm going to feed the monkey. So we're smart enough to not actually walk up onto the island, but maybe, 20 feet offshore, take a piece of apple. I throw it up onto the sand. I'm mesmerized by the fact that this monkey comes down. Any animal I've ever fed in my life, guys, has been like a dog or a cat at that point. And you could throw their food in the middle of the dirt and they just eat it off the ground. Monkey grabbed it, went down to the water, washed it off, and ate it, right? And then all of a sudden, man, like on command, the most frightening 3 minutes of my life to this day. The loudest, most horrendous shriek you ever heard, and if there was one, there was 1,000 monkeys come flying out of the woods towards us.
Food.
I mean, you want to talk about three dudes who looked at each other like, I'm about
scary.
Yeah, but then you realize, we're waist deep in water, and while we've certainly turned around and ran on top of water to get back in the boat, the monkeys only come as far as the surf. But, man, you want to talk about a scene out of a horror movie, dude. I mean, it was just, I'd love to do it again. That's my Monkey Island story. But if you're in Beaufort, Georgia today, lay low.
I love the animal islands. Of course, when I was on vacation in the Bahamas a few years back, we went to Pig Island.
Pig Island?
Yeah, Pig Island.
You've been to Pig, right?
I've been to Pig Island before.
Pig Island's awesome.
Look at y'all.
Pigs come swimming.
They'll bite you too.
Oh yeah, they're biggins.
Just out of curiosity, what would be the attraction to go to Pig Island?
Well, you feed them. It's fun.
Well, you got a whole island.
And there's a couple cute little piggies, and you take your picture with the cute little piggies.
Man bites pig.
Well, and then you take one home and you eat it.
Is that how it works?
But yeah, Pig Island is cool. So I've done Pig Island.
Yeah,
so
I don't want to
not
go to
Monkey Island.
I don't want to go to Pig Island.
Pig Island is fun.
I used to go to Pig Island in college sometimes.
You're cruising around the islands out there in the Bahamas in one of them boats, and you pull up on Pig Island, and it's like
Mrs. P and the family have wrangled me into another one of those cruises I'll be taking in December. Right. So I'll liable to end up on, there's another island in Puerto Rico called Culebra, which I believe is the Spanish word for snake. Another place you might not
that
want to
I don't go. Huh? He would not like that.
If the island does that? First of all, I don't want to speak out of turn. I'm proud of my ESL opportunity here. My dual bilingual nature. So I don't want to speak out. Let me see what Culebra means before I go. Let's see. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, snake. You got a daggum island, and it's called Snake. Not even Snake Island, E. Where you going?
I'm straight.
Where you going, man? I'm going to Snake. The hell you are. I'm staying here.
We mentioned Army football. They have not trailed in a game this season. They played North Texas, but they're only a 6-point favorite this week. It has been 358 days and 12 games since Army lost to UMass. Black Knights have trailed in a game. It's amazing. They've done a great job. That Monken guy's done a heck of a job.
Well, and Indiana, I think, finally trailed.
Yeah. They were down 10-0 to Michigan State, and then they beat them 49-17.
Yeah.
So it's we got some big things going on in the world of college football this weekend, and we got elimination games. We got Alabama and LSU, and the losers out. 3 losses, you're not getting in.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And Ole Miss has to beat Georgia. I think Georgia would still get in at 10-2, by the way, but Ole Miss has to beat Georgia, or they're out. So, and it would be. We should have asked the who can you count ons, but would it be a disappointing year for Ole Miss to not make the playoff? I think it would be. I think there was that kind of expectation.
They have one bad loss. Who's that to? And one of the losses was okay. You could handle one of the losses. I can't. Was it LSU? Maybe they lose to LSU.
Well, that's not a bad loss.
No, I know. One of the losses is bad. I'm saying.
Oh, they lost to Kentucky.
Yeah, you can't lose at home to Kentucky. Yeah. That's weak, and Kentucky's terrible.
They've lost 2 3-point games though. So.
Oh yeah, the Kentucky loss, should keep you out.
Yeah,
it really should. You can't. And I know I hear you, Ole Miss fan. Well, Vanderbilt ain't keeping Alabama out.
Yeah.
Alabama LSU play a loser go home game.
Well, I got to tell you, man.
And Ole Miss is going to lose to Georgia, and it's not probably going to matter. I would think, but I'm not sure. Sorry, I know we're already on shaky ground with the Catlin Truck Accessories Riley report, but I don't know though. Georgia's not Georgia, the Georgia that's been dominating. I mean, they're still really good.
I just want to take you to another layer of how the SEC has put the screws to Florida. And again,
on purpose or just it worked out that way?
I think it's 100% on purpose. I hate the SEC.
You want to go to the ACC?
No, I hate the SEC offices.
Okay.
But anyway, first off, they gave us the schedule that is like, literally unfair to a point. And what's unfair about it is like programs like other programs get easy schedules where they play nobody.
I don't understand why they didn't do it better because you got a blank slate here.
And then on top of that, a month ago or 2 months ago, they said, we don't know what the schedules are due tomorrow. Oh, I didn't do them. Let's just run it back.
Yeah.
Just flip them. So we get the same schedule next year. And now I'm looking and I see we got Texas this week, a week after playing Georgia, right? We play Texas. Who did Texas play last weekend?
Oh, they were off.
Yeah, they were off. We got Ole Miss in a couple weeks. Who's Ole Miss play the week before they play us?
They're off.
They're off.
We do get LSU next week. They play Bama Saturday, right?
Okay, thank you.
One little, the big thing with the Gators.
Bring the pain, Bama. I mean, gee whiz, man. It's tough enough.
Well, maybe when we're actually good again, then the schedule will get easy and it'll pay off that way.
Well, yeah. But even if you're good, it's still
listen. I'll do a solid here. I'm playing catch up, but I'll give you a rolling lock. Right. I have a feeling that Riley may have gone with this. Look at the schedule and tell me what Riley's rolling lock would have been.
I did that one. You were here and I got it wrong, so I'm not doing it anymore. Right. I'm out.
This is the one that I think it is. This is totally determinate. I would offer this as a rolling lock if one particular player is playing. If one particular player is playing, I would heartily offer this as the roll and lock of the week. Not to win the game, but to cover the 11-point spread. And I'm talking about a really, really dangerous game for Miami if Haynes King plays.
Okay.
Canes play at noon in Atlanta. Georgia Tech, is Georgia Tech the ACC team that has the most upset wins over FSU, Miami, and Clemson? Maybe, maybe not.
Yeah.
Georgia Tech will flare up, right?
Yeah,
they'll flare up a little bit, and they beat. They beat Miami last year, right? Isn't Tech the game they? Tech is the game they.
That one play.
Yeah, they had it won.
I'm sort of disappointed in Georgia Tech.
Well, Haynes King got hurt. That's why.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, they haven't. He's missed 2 or 3 games, and they have trouble without him.
Well, yeah.
But to your point, that disappointment though was really
they beat a bad FSU.
That's
team.
right.
Yeah.
You're really the disappointment should be attached to FSU. It wasn't the win that it looked like it was. By the way, Haynes King has missed the last 2 games. There's hope that he might be good to go Saturday against Miami. The Tech offense is just bogged down without him. They've had trouble scoring the last 2 games. Brent Key talked about his status heading into Saturday's noon kickoff against the Canes. Guys, I'm sorry, I don't have anything else to tell you other than the day-to-day. Improving. He practiced. He's out there. We'll see with a game-time decision.
9 o'clock nasty on deck. E, you ready? He always ready. This is the drill.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. Jags head coach Doug Peterson tells you what you need to know about Sunday's game.
They believe in themselves. They believe in his team.
Fridays at 4:05 on The Franchi Show. Brought to you by Renewal by Anderson, custom windows and doors on 1010XL. Now you can watch 1010XL shows all day on X, Facebook, and YouTube. Brought to you by MyBookie. Experience Vegas from the comfort of your phone anytime, anywhere. Sign up today. Use promo code 1010XL.
I'm so happy to be part of the George Moore Chevrolet family. And when I say family, I mean it, man. Justin Moore, everybody over there, Gabe in service, they're all great dudes. Great ladies as well. Wonderful people. You'll see that when you visit the showroom, the beautiful showroom off Atlantic Boulevard. You'll find out exactly what I'm talking about. And I got my boy Blue, my Blue Silverado. But if you want a car, a truck, electric, pre-owned, SUV, George Moore Chevrolet's got it. If you can't make it over to Atlantic Boulevard, no worries. Just go to morechevy.com. That's morechevy.com. So easy to navigate as any site you can try. All the vehicles, sales, service, and parts. Never been more easy to use. George Moore Chevrolet, gang together. Let's drive.
Swammin, when was the last time that you cleaned your air ducts?
Dad, I manage the air duct cleaning at Zero Res. Trust me, my ducts are cleaner than the plates after Thanksgiving dinner.
Well, I hope so, but it's not just you I'm thinking of. Everyone in Jacksonville should get their air ducts cleaned before the holidays.
You're right. Even though we don't blast the heat like up north, we still trap dust and allergens when the windows stay shut. All that gunk just recirculates through your home and makes your air quality worse.
So you're saying Zero Res air duct cleaning keeps my air fresh and ready for my holiday guests?
Exactly. Clean ducts means cleaner air, just in time for Thanksgiving. Plus, we've got a November special running right now. Call Zero Res today and we'll give you $50 off. No more dust, just fresh, clean air for you and your family this holiday season.
Sounds good, son. Now, how about that family discount?
We'll see, Dad.
Visit ZeroResJacksonville.com or call now. Zero Res,
spelled forward or backwards, it's the right way to clean.
Zero Res. Introducing Gatorade Water. Alkaline and electrolyte infused for great taste. Gatorade Water, always in motion.
Find it at your local Winn-Dixie. For the athletes who give everything, nothing beats Gatorade. The studied, tested, and proven fuel of the world's greatest athletes. Gatorade Water, proudly supporting high school sports on the First Coast.
Hey, Gator Nation, this is Todd Golden, head men's basketball coach for the Florida Gators. On the court, we know the importance of strong defense. And when it comes to your home, Renewal by Anderson has the best defense against the elements with their top-notch windows and doors. Just like we focus on quality plays, Renewal by Anderson focuses on quality materials that keep your home comfortable year-round while saving on your energy bills. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to learn more. Renewal by Anderson. Gators tough.
The flagship station of the Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
What U.S. state is closest to Africa? The answer coming up.
With storm season blowing wind and rain, it's even more critical to protect your valuable assets with a policy from Southern Oak Insurance. Ask your agent about Southern Oak today.
Our family protecting yours. Southern Oak Insurance.
The closest state to Africa isn't Florida, as most people think, but it's actually Maine.
Southern Oak Insurance. Our family protecting yours.
Yo, this is Tony from Tony D's. Are you looking for a great slice of pizza? Well, we have about 12 varieties. Most places won't have slices of pizza after lunch. At Tony D's, you can get a slice all day. It's always fresh at Tony D's Pizza. Bay Meadows and 295.
Come on a minute. Almost everyone you know seems to be playing pickleball now, right? So whether you just want to learn how to play or you're ready to show off your elite pickleball skills, the Y is the place for you. Visit our brand new McGuire Family Pickleball Center at the Brown Family YMCA in Ponte Vedra Beach. 5 top quality outdoor courts and 3 amazing indoor courts where you can learn about dinks, dill ball, falafel, the kitchen, and more pickleball slang at the Y.
Make a crucial catch against colon cancer. Hicken here for the Borland Groover Foundation. If you're 45 or older, the ball is in the red zone to get screened. The key to surviving colon cancer, early detection and prevention. 45 is the new 50. Get screened for colon cancer now. The Borland Groover Foundation is a nonprofit organization devoted to building a healthy and equitable community that is free from colon cancer. Visit BorlandGrooverFoundation.com for more.
Welcome to ABS Advanced Business Solutions, your local print management partner, and home to Xerox and HP copiers.
Advanced Business Solutions.
Go ABSinc.com.
Bueller Air and Plumbing presents Are You Cool?
Our first contestant, a stay-at-home gymnast from Jacksonville, Florida. It's Gwendolyn Pierce.
Thank you, Monty. I don't know who installed my air conditioner, but it hasn't had a tune-up in over 3 years. Am I cool?
Let's ask our expert judging panel. Judges? Oh, I'm sorry, Gwendolyn. You're not cool. Johnny, tell her why.
That's right. To keep your air conditioner performing at its best, you need a skilled technician to check your pressures, voltages, and air filters in the fall and the spring. At Bueller Air and Plumbing, our club members get 2 free visits a year to make sure that you are cool.
Can you tell me if my haircut is sexy?
You're better off not asking.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Visit BuellerAir.com.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by St. Nicholas Guns and Range. Gator head coach Billy Napier is enthused about another blue blood like Texas being a part of the SEC.
Yeah, I think it's awesome. It's why you play in this league. It's why you choose to coach in this league. As a competitor, I think there's history, there's a challenge.
Florida basketball faces JU this evening. Head coach Todd Golden has a great deal of respect for the program JU head coach Jordan Mincy has built.
I think he does a really good job. And they have good size for a low major program. He's always able to find pretty good jittery scoring guards, and obviously comes from good pedigree.
FSU head coach Mike Norvell is looking to move forward the Noles rushing attack when they face off against Notre Dame on Saturday.
There are a lot of different elements that go into the run game. We have to be better at it. We got to be more consistent with it, and obviously we'll build upon that for what we're trying to do on Saturday.
That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
Currently it's 9:06 and it's 78 degrees. Your time and your temp is brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Gookin Nation. It's another hour with Duval's Big Dogs of Sports Media. Dan Hicken.
Yes.
Jeff Prosser.
Blah, blah, freaking blah.
And E to the T.
E.T. is the GOAT producer.
No judgment zone here, but I'm sad about a couple things. No judgment zone. Cher is going to blow her brains out. Rob Reiner is setting himself on fire, and Bono is driving his car off a cliff.
Okay.
And I did see on social media that some American, so he says, sent Cher a gun sent Rob Reiner some matches and a $20 gift certificate to Shell gasoline station and gave Bono the nearest directions to the closest cliff to his house.
Well, you told me yesterday that you had to get out early. You were driving Bruce Springsteen to the airport.
Bruce has got to go.
Bruce is also going to leave the country.
In fact,
they're good Americans. It's all A when it goes wrong.
In fact, as long as you guys asked, I do have the list here.
Oh, there's a list. These are all the list of people who through the years were going to leave. And in fairness, can we probably find some that on the other side?
I'm sure we can.
In those years?
I'm sure we can.
Although this is fairer because it's become so ingrained. Like 20 of the last 32 years, Democrats have been in presidency.
These are names of either people who are leaving or people who are in the Diddy parties.
Well,
I think so.
And by the way, this it didn't age well. It's time that you need a new strategy if you're the Democrats. Right? So, people are tired of this. Elite is elite.
No
it doesn't matter which side.
Just reading these off. Here we go.
All right.
Alec Baldwin, Whoopi Goldberg, John Legend, Chrissy Teigen, Rob. They can go together. They're husband and wife. Rob Reiner, Barbara Streisand, Cher, Nancy Pelosi, Hillary Clinton, Megan Rapinoe, Tom Hanks, Amy Schumer, AOC, Lady Gaga, Taylor Swift, Bill Gates, Jane Fonda, Madonna, Mark Ruffalo, Kim Kardashian, Bruce Springsteen, George Clooney, Hunter Biden, Oprah, Robert De Niro, Samuel L. Jackson, Miley Cyrus, Travis Kelce, Bobby Altoff, Rashida Tlaib, Stormy Daniels, Dr. Anthony Fauci, George Soros, Diddy, Eminem, Ellen DeGeneres, Sean Penn, Sharon Stone, Ashley Judd, Tommy Lee, Bryan Cranston, and Billy Joe Armstrong, who I don't know who that
I'll miss
is.
Bryan Cranston.
Yeah, so there you have it.
Yeah. Breaking Bad.
Hollywood will be missing some people. I just wanted to make sure that was no judgment zone, but just not political at all. Just mention.
Well, I'm sure that those billionaire celebrities feel your pain, Middle America. I'm sure they feel your pain. From on all the issues. I'm sure they do.
Yeah,
kinda.
Yeah. So the Jags. Where are we with the Jags?
What do you mean? Where are we?
Where are we? Are we winning Sunday? Do we have a chance? No.
Well,
No.
they're going to get lucky and win a game here. There's
At
no
some point.
Yeah, there's no reason to think you're going to win. You're terrible. We're bad on both sides of the ball, and it's too late to do anything about it.
What will the Jags finish with? And we've been wrong all year, so keep that in mind.
All right, I'm going to say they're going to. What are they? 2-7.
They're 2-7.
8 games left. I say they go 3-5. Without looking, I don't care.
Okay. You don't care who they're playing.
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
They lost to Cleveland at home.
That's fair.
They lost to 2 in Miami
This is
on
a
the road.
home game, which they.
Yeah.
What's our home record now?
And we beat Indianapolis.
That was it.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
We won 1, I think, here last year, maybe 2.
So our record at home this year, and we're not counting London, right?
No, it doesn't count.
We lost to Cleveland. We beat Indy, and we lost to Green Bay. We've played 3 home games. Amazing.
Yeah, 4 including the London.
Yeah. So we're 1-2.
We only have
at
8
the bank
this year.
We're 1-2 at the bank.
We're going to lose this week.
That would be 1-3. Houston.
Minnesota's tough, dude. They're hungry. They're edgy. They're not going to come down here and fiddle around. They're going to come down and be ready to play football. Our guys aren't ready to play football any week.
Yeah.
There's no week in the last 6 weeks that they've come out ready to play football.
So you think they win 3 games? They're 2-1. You think they're a 5-12 team?
Yeah, I do.
If they're 5-12, then heads roll.
They should.
They should. Yeah, they should roll. Especially when you told him what you told him, which is what you told him. Look, Shad Khan.
They told us and what we told the fans, and
Shad Khan,
it all looks silly.
None of us question Shad Khan's wanting to win. Shad Khan is not a football expert by any stretch of the imagination, so Shad Khan has to hire good people around him who, on the football side, to help him, navigate through. And so he trusts and listens to those people. Those people have let him down.
Oh, for sure.
So those people should pay the price.
Don't disagree.
Yeah.
It can happen fast. If I'm Shad Khan, I'll look at the Washington Commanders.
Yeah.
No one considered him talented.
Yeah.
No one considered him on the cusp.
Mm-hmm.
But change the GM, change the coach. In this case, get a new quarterback. I would be awfully inspired by seeing I just need some new vision. This has gotten stale fast.
We never know. A 3-12 will make it stale.
I know.
We never know the length of contracts amongst the managers.
That's right. And coaches even sometimes.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, I'm at manager, like
or
GM.
or
I'm talking about Balke and Peterson.
Or their salaries.
Right.
We have no idea.
Right.
Don't know if there's a buyout,
but
if there's a
think,
this.
From what I've heard.
I think Urban had a buyout, though, because his was guaranteed.
And I think they fought him on it.
Yeah,
they did. He didn't get it all.
That's right, because he, because of that. That's where that little sissy kicker we had saved him.
Yeah.
Oh, the guy that made the big lie
Lambo.
about, he kicked me. Where is that dude these days, by the way? How's life going for him?
I don't know.
Is he in the league?
No. I think
kicked me.
I think, from what I've heard, that they may have like a year left on their deals.
Okay.
So I don't know what the situation would be. I know that, Khan certainly doesn't. You don't like paying these guys money for not working, but that may be it. That may be the case. We'll have to wait and see. But anyway, we'll let it play out. We'll see what happens. But they're 2-7, and they still have 3 very difficult games coming up. If they win one of them, it would be, Minnesota, Detroit, and Houston. We're not impressed with Houston, but Houston still beat the Jags earlier this year.
But
yes, sir.
Like, I'm looking at the schedule right now.
Yeah, it's easy after that.
Right. So after we go,
Whoa. Again, I'll ask.
Yeah.
What constitutes an easy schedule for a team that loses at home to Cleveland, that
Miami.
gets blown out?
Yeah.
By the
Bills.
by the Bears.
The Bears. Yeah. There is no.
We're the worst team in any matchup we have except a home game against the
Tennessee.
Titans.
But like looking at the schedule after the bye week.
Yeah.
There's Houston.
Yeah.
Loss.
Tennessee.
Yeah.
Where?
The Jets.
At Tennessee.
The Jets will beat them. The Jets are better than us.
Vegas. Tennessee again, and at Indianapolis.
Okay.
I think all 6 of those games are winnable.
Well, sure they are. But
I think that
why would we win them?
I think the first 9 have been winnable. That's the problem. Right? We've lost 4 games on the final drive. They're all winnable. We don't win. Why think now, all of a sudden, we're going to start winning?
Yeah, I know. But those teams aren't that much better than us.
No, they're not. And that doesn't matter, apparently, because I got other teams that aren't better than us at all, yet we lose to them. This is just incredibly disappointing. If you're a decent team, you beat good teams at home a couple of times. That's what you do when you're growing.
Yeah.
You beat a good team. You don't watch in succession, okay? In succession, you don't watch the Chiefs, Texans, Bengals, Ravens, Packers. You don't watch all those good teams come into your building and all of them win. If you're any good, you beat them.
I got a question for you both. As we plot out our future here, our immediate future, which is 2025, 2026, and 2027, does it matter to you what we're about to go through as a franchise?
No, I just want to get to next year. What are you talking about?
Talking about the stadium rebuild. I'm talking about playing in front of 40,000. I'm talking about playing in Orlando in 27.
That never bothered me as much as it did some. I just look forward to the season and watch it on TV and have.
It doesn't bother you. I'm talking about the franchise. You're the owner. You're planning this out.
Does it bother you that you're losing?
No. How are you? There are a lot of factors that go into whom you keep, whom you don't keep. Listen, we all know the word's out on Balky. Our coach is not going to come if Balky stays here. I believe that answer is yes. So you're going to want to make a clean sweep. If you decide that Peterson's got to go, you got to send Balky packing too. Quite frankly, I think you send Balky first and then make a decision on Peterson, but I have no problem with them cleaning house and starting over. I think most fans would agree with that. Don't you, E?
I agree with that.
But as you figure out what's going forward, do you go, well, listen, 2026, we're gonna be in a stadium that's getting rebuilt. 27, we're gonna be on the road vagabonds.
Listen, this will also be the first time. This is the first time in the history of the team that we would be making a coaching change with a team that's still capable.
Yeah.
This would be the best team that a new coach has taken over in Jacksonville.
Yes, that's a fact.
So that excites me. These guys have had a long time. Look, it's a quick-moving business. 3 years goes fast, man. You're going backwards. How long do I have to expect that suddenly you're going to get it, it's going to register,
right,
and you're going to win? But at the very top, more even than the coach, the very top needs to go, man. We need new vision. Yours wasn't right. God bless you. Thanks for trying. Because it goes beyond the draft pick. This is way bigger than Hutchinson over Walker. Way bigger.
Oh, sure.
There are down the line catastrophic management mistakes by Balky and his office. Yeah. Number of them. Overpaying players. Running the salary cap up on a bunch of Rayshon Jenkins of the world.
Yeah.
He's just been terrible.
I don't disagree.
So anyway, and so that takes us back to it won't keep me out of the stadium, but yeah, the fun of the season has been knocked out of us. We're playing exhibition games,
sure.
right? That's right. But the bright side is, and there is no.
Think about
if they keep everything together, there is no bright side.
I hate to say this because we still got games this year, but think about next year. You're gonna have to rebuild your offensive line now.
The guys are leaving.
You got to make a decision. Well, no. Well, Cam's gone. Walker Little's a free agent. Pay him or lose him. Anton Harrison, do you move him to the left? You keep him at the right. Brandon Sheriff, how long is he going to be able to keep him taped together? Mitch Morris has been around a long time.
And you like Cooper Hodges, but he keeps getting hurt.
Yeah, Ezra Cleveland. So there's probably two to three new starters on that O-line next year, I suspect. Okay, let's start there. The offense just goes, it just disappears for lengths of time. It's mind-boggling. Like, it should be better, but ETN is not having a good year. Okay? Bigsby is better, but he's not all that. He's a good running back. But, we don't have a game, I don't know. It doesn't seem like we have a game breaker at running back. Brian Thomas Jr. has much promise. Christian Kirk, is he back next year? Is he gone? Gabe Davis is what he is. I mean, we've seen enough of him to know that. So do you need another receiver? Yes. Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah. What are we going to do with Brenton Strange? Where is Evan Ingram? This is the second year of his deal. Is he back? So all these questions on this offense. And then defense, to me, everybody on the team is replaceable except Campbell, Hines, Allen, and Walker. I can get 8 new starters next year besides those guys.
At the end of the day, despite being
Obviously,
disappointed where we are, you're good enough at quarterback that the fix can be quick if things are right. But you got to be doing the right things.
Yeah.
Got to be making the right decisions. The Kansas City Chiefs rebuilt their offensive line after a Super Bowl loss to the
fix
Bucs.
can be quick if you're really good at quarterback, and we're good at quarterback. We're not out of this world at quarterback. He needs help. He needs guys around him.
Sure.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but I mean,
you got to fix that. Dan, right now, I know no one wants to say it. It's not just a loser's lament. It's not just a close but no cigar talk. If you're good enough to be into the game with 4 seconds to go, you're good enough to win the game if you're doing things differently.
Fair enough. We'll take a break. We'll keep it rolling. It's 9 o'clock nasty. A lot of swearing coming up next.
Oh, no.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
Spend 2 hours talking teal every day on Jaguars Today. With Mike Dempsey and Fat Tony from the Renewal by Anderson Custom Windows and Doors Studios. 10 to noon weekdays on 1010XL.
Fellas, what's good? It's your boy E to the T, and I'm going to keep it real with you. We could all benefit from a little something extra in the bedroom, and Blue Chew could help with that. What is Blue Chew, you ask? It's a chewable tablet with the same active ingredients as Viagra, Cialis, Levitra, and Staxin, and it ships right to your door in a discreet package. It's all online. Not even your nosy neighbors will know. No doctor's visits, no trips to the pharmacy. And their licensed medical providers work with you to provide the right ingredients and strengths for your prescription. And remember, it's chewable. It's just like popping a Mentos. Now you're asking, how do I get Blue Chew? And I'm going to hook you up with that for the free ski. Just pay $5 shipping. Visit BlueChew.com and enter my promo code 1010XL and turn that oh no into a oh yeah. That's promo code 1010XL and let your boy hook you up with some Blue Chew for free. That way, you can get your confidence back. Visit BlueChew.com.
At Hodges Mazda, we are proud of our solid reputation in the Jacksonville community. Lauren Brooks here. As your hometown Mazda dealer, our high customer service standards and our huge inventory of new and used cars provide our customers a consistently first-rate car buying experience. Our professional, non-commissioned sales team puts your best interest first without exception. And every vehicle purchased from Hodges Mazda comes with 2 years free maintenance. Visit Hodges Mazda today or shop online at HodgesMazda.com and discover the Hodges Mazda difference.
Hey, Hicken here for my friends at Beaches Dermatology. That's the best skin doctors in the world. Doctors Boudreaux, Doctors Metz, Dr. Fader does the Mohs surgery. Those guys are top-notch, man. And they run a great practice. They take care of their patients, and the staff is terrific as well. They're always there to help, man. And you can call them, get checked out, whatever. But they want to remind you to protect yourself from the demon sun, even in the months of November, December, January. Why? Because, man, that sun will get you. It's hot outside. I got to be honest with you. So do yourself a favor. Wear a hat. Wear the sunscreen. Wear long-sleeve dry fits. But if something pops up on the skin, get it checked out. Real easy to go to Beaches Dermatology. Just give them a call. They're online at beachesdermatology.com. That's beachesdermatology.com. Googie Nation, it's Dreamfinders Danny Hicken here to tell you this is no dream. The folks at Dreamfinders Homes right now have an unbeatable interest rate for you. You may not think you can afford a Dreamfinders home. Well, think again. Take advantage of a 2.99% year one rate. I said it, 2.99%. 15 Jacksonville communities to choose from. Find that dream house and take advantage of an unbeatable rate. Move now, literally. Dreamfinders Homes, the official home builder of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Ready to sharpen your aim or find the perfect firearm? Come to St. Nicholas Guns and Range with a huge selection of guns, ammo, and accessories, plus Jacksonville's best indoor range for every skill level. They've got everything you need to hit your target. Whether you're a pro or just starting out, their friendly experts will guide you every step of the way at 4630 Blanding Boulevard or online at stnickguns.com. St. Nicholas Gun and Range. Gear up, shoot a lot, shoot better.
Discover the difference that local expertise makes at First Coast Lighting and Fans. Visit their showroom at the Avenues and browse high-quality products to match your desire for elegance, quality, and uniqueness at First Coast Lighting and Fans.
David Garrard could really spin it on the field. Garrard fires. Now he's spinning stories on Jaguars Today.
Okay, yeah.
Brought to you by WaterboyJacks.com. Mondays, 10 to noon on 1010XL.
You've probably heard the saying, it's not how hard you get hit, it's whether or not you get back up. Well, I'm attorney Brett Hastings, and I have a saying of my own. If you get hit with a personal injury or wrongful death, hit back and fight to make them pay. At Hastings Injury Law, we have the experience you want if you or a loved one suffer a car or trucking accident or wrongful death. Just call 904-HIT-BACK and we'll help you get up and hit back. Office is Jacksonville.
Yo, what's happening, sports bettors? It's your boy E to the T, and our listeners have been killing it in a year full of surprises. My bookie is the one book that got your back. No fluff, no second guessing, just straight up action. Does other sports books pay out when you push on a bet? My bookie pays you back. And if you're new to the game and not sure where to start, we've got you covered. Start up using promo code 1010XL, and that'll double your bankroll with a 100% deposit bonus right from jump. Here's a pro tip to get you rolling. The NFL teams with powerhouse offensive lines are dominating the run game this year, and betting game total unders has been printing money. So stack that on My Bookie Risk-Free Thursdays. That's right, there's a new risk-free odds boost every Thursday. To find the bet, click the Bet Boost tab and scroll down. If it hits, you win. If it doesn't, MyBookie refunds you your money. Sign up and get that double deposit bonus with MyBookie. That's the best sign-up bonus in Florida for Florida bettors. Bet anything, anytime, anywhere with MyBookie.
Man, jack of all trades, masters of none? It just feels like at every turn nowadays, every company can do all work. Not us. Hi, Stevie Beatrice here, second-generation plumber right here in Jacksonville, Florida. We are your master plumbing company that only focuses on all your plumbing needs. So for your next plumbing job, don't call another Jack. Call Beatrice Plumbing, where plumbing is what we do, and plumbing is what we're great at. Beatrice Plumbing, here to help.
In its final year, we encourage you to help create great futures for young people when you run or walk at Mackenzie's Run, Saturday, November 23rd. Join Boys and Girls Club of Northeast Florida for a 5K and 1 mile fun run through the beautiful stadium course at TPC Sawgrass. Enjoy food, live music, face painting, family fun, and more at our Runners Village. Register at mackenziesrun.org. Mackenzie's 5K and Fun Run, November 23rd. mackenziesrun.org.
Budweiser reminds us to drink wiser, like hydrating between beers. It keeps the fun going longer, and it's a commitment to responsibility. Remember, good times are ahead, so no need to overdo it. Know when to say when, and always designate a driver.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
No, Hick was talking about schedule strengths, and it really felt like he stuck it to Florida. The SEC probably should have some explaining to do. College football's getting so big. Maybe we need to have like House and Senate meetings, like call them up to the football Congress and make them explain themselves. Don't send them to actual Congress; those dunderheads will just waste the day. But no, let's have like a council of sports elders, and you got to run some of this stuff by, and we'll find you guilty or not. Maybe take away some of your salary. But the SEC's got some explaining to do. It's a big enough conference that with minimal effort, you could have put together a schedule that was similar for every team. And for Georgia to have the number one schedule strength in the country and Texas to be 54 is wrong.
It's wrong. It's wrong.
And forget Florida. We're a bit player.
Or they should be punished appropriately.
That's what I mean.
If when you go and you're making your rankings, college football committee,
and Texas isn't,
you come out and you say, well, wait a second. Texas has a 54
Right.
schedule. Georgia has the first. Georgia beat Texas. Georgia, you're in. Texas, you're out. Sorry. If Texas lost one game, right, to Georgia.
Yeah.
If Texas lost another game, they should be out. 100%.
I don't disagree. I've got to know who it's easy to say 100% now and then get there and see 7 teams with 2 losses between 11 and 15, and then it becomes a little more. Listen, at the end of the day, the biggest advantage to big brand football is you always get the edge.
Mm-hmm.
You always get the benefit of the doubt.
Because what
They
happened
start you higher. They penalize you less for your losses.
You're right.
Missouri and Alabama have had a real similar type year, and one's 25 and one's 11.
What happened with Texas is they got Michigan when Michigan was 10th ranked, but Michigan stinks. I mean, they don't stink, but they're not.
It's like beating Florida.
Yes.
Michigan and Florida would be a barn burner.
They got Oklahoma when they were ranked 18th.
And they're no good.
No good. They played and by the way, they beat Vandy at Vandy by 3 points.
Let's
not forget that.
Vandy's proven that
Vandy's a good team.
Yeah, that's like Clemson. Vandy's Clemson.
Yeah. Vandy is
this year.
Vandy is one of where is Vandy a top 5 SEC team?
No, but they can play with top 5 SEC teams. And
What is
Vanderbilt
Vandy?
in my life has never been. Here's the thing.
What is Vandy?
I don't know, 7th.
Okay.
Vandy can give you one of these wins every now and then. They're capable, but I've never seen Vanderbilt, and I know Vanderbilt football, Dan. I grew up in Middle Tennessee. I told you, first college football games I ever went to were Vanderbilt. I'm an underdog. I didn't like Tennessee. I liked Vandy. Vandy has never had this consistent a year in their history. I don't care what Franklin did. I don't care what their records were. They've never played this many quality opponents this close. They've never beat Auburn, I don't think.
Vandy lost to Georgia State.
It's unbelievable.
God. That's like Notre Dame losing to Northern Illinois. I was watching Northern Illinois last night. They're like 4-4.
They're terrible, yeah.
Illinois or Iowa? Illinois. Yeah. Vandy beat Auburn. Is it good?
Did I see that Vandy had never beaten Auburn, or it had been forever? Is it possible that they've never beaten Auburn?
They didn't play a lot, so although that Diego
Pavia
is 3-0 against because he was at New Mexico.
Oh, he beat him twice.
Yeah. They play though. Listen to who Vandy has left. South Carolina, LSU, and Tennessee. Oof.
Yeah, and you know what? I think they'll win one of those games.
Maybe one, yeah. They're home against South Carolina. South Carolina's good, but they'll trip up. Vandy's a good team, man. They lost to Missouri in double overtime.
Oh, these two teams are tied. I don't know what I saw.
Vandy's 3 losses, 4 points, 3 points in double overtime, and 3 points to number 5 Texas.
Wow. No, they've been. That's the thing. They've done it more than once. That's why it's surprising. The series is tied 22-all. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
What?
Maybe it's the first win at Auburn. That's probably what it is. Yeah. Yeah, that's what it is. They never won at Auburn. It's the first time Vanderbilt in their history won at Auburn. I'm verifying, going down the scores here. Okay. Yeah, they never won at Auburn. So I wasn't completely out of it. Vandy and Auburn once played here in Jacksonville at the Gator Bowl. Shout out Vandy, 25-13 winners that day.
Trying to figure out.
Vandy's beat them in Montgomery. Vandy crushed them back in the old days. Anyway, never won in Auburn until this past weekend. So there's your Vanderbilt football update.
Yeah,
Commodores.
It's the SEC.
But back to the schedule. It's just wrong, and you have plenty of time. There's no excuse. You know what teams are.
Yeah.
You can't look at Texas's schedule now in reverse and make it any harder than it actually ended up being. It was terrible. And I don't care if they play Michigan. Right. That should have nothing to do with giving them a tough SEC slate. And to just is that what they had to do to get them into the league?
No.
I mean, I'm so cynical about every backroom sketchy deal.
Oklahoma got a tough schedule. Oklahoma got a tough schedule.
That's just weak.
So I disagree with the scheduling thing. I think they've got to make it. All right, 18 NFL experts make second half predictions, Jeff Prosser. Let's whip through a couple of these before we break. And they're clamoring for New York City headlines. We must have them.
All right.
Yeah. The Ravens will make the Super Bowl with improved pass defense.
I am okay with the Ravens going to the Super Bowl. I'm going to go with the Chiefs, but it feels like the Chiefs are going to have one of those 16-1, but don't make the Super Bowl years.
Chiefs will be the number 1 seed in the AFC. Then you agree with?
Yeah.
The Dolphins will claim an AFC wildcard spot.
No way in hell.
Okay.
They're playing terrible. Their defense is banged up. What are they watching?
Dolphins average offense 27 points since Tua returned. Defense pass rush injuries hurt, but safety Javon Holland and Zach Seiler should be back soon. Schedule's manageable. 2 of Miami's last 9 games feature opponents with 500 records or worse.
Well, only 2 with 500 or worse? 7 500 teams, and you're going to go from 2 and – aren't they 2 and 7 also?
2 and 6.
Yeah, no way.
Okay. Bucks will earn an NFC wildcard spot.
No, I got let me look at this stand. I got to know who's around. Bucks are reeling, dude, and I feel like that was their last hurrah last weekend. They lost at home to Atlanta the week before. You just went to Kansas City. You got them beat. You lose a heartbreaker. I don't know their schedule, but no, I don't think Tampa is going to be a wild card team. They're 4-5.
Who wins a division in the NFC West? NFC West. Arizona, LA, or San Fran will miss the playoffs.
Well, I mean, if I have to choose one of those 3 to miss the playoffs, I'm certainly taking the Cardinals because the other 2 are more proven. But
Cardinals are ahead. They're 5-4.
Cardinals have beaten both San Francisco and LA, I believe.
Mm-hmm. Division wins over LA and San Francisco. Good shape to make a run.
They're going to have the easier schedule, weren't they? The last place team, most likely.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't.
Who will have the number 1 pick? The Las Vegas Raiders will lose out and have the top pick in the 2025 NFL Draft.
And they'll fire their coach after 1 year.
Oh, dear.
No team's owner gets more enamored with the interim coach than the Raiders, dude. The Raiders fire a guy, an interim comes in, he's average, they keep him. They do it all the time. They did it with the cable guy. They did it with
cable guy.
They did it with that they should have kept the special teams guy. He came in, they actually won a playoff game, I think.
All right, they're clamoring for it. They're going to get it. New York City headlines when we return.
Custom Tree Surgeons Thursday on The Drill.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
Looking for a new vehicle? Take a look at Jenkins Hyundai of Jacksonville. Now's the time to save big. Choose from more than 250 new and over 1,000 used and certified pre-owned vehicles on the lot, or shop anytime at JenkinsHyundaiofJacksonville.com. Hyundai has one of the top warranties in the business. Lifetime, powertrain, and 5-year bumper-to-bumper warranty, plus 3 years free maintenance on a new vehicle. Give them the chance to earn your business today on Atlantic Boulevard or at JenkinsHyundaiofJacksonville.com.
Hey everybody, Mike Dempsey here for Dandy Foods. Dandy subs and sandwiches. Look, we always want you to think about those great options as you're driving around Duval. But the beauty is, even as I'm dropping pounds, Dandy's got great options for me as well. Told you all about their protein packs, delicious salads that they have out there. They have fruit cups for on the go. You know what they have. Veggie snack trays. You can grab those on the go as well. Perfect, healthy snack. Dandy is the name to know when you're on the go. So stop into a Gate store anywhere around Duval and make yours a dandy, and do it today.
Jimerson Burr is a full-service, Florida-based commercial law firm that has experience and capabilities to handle any legal issue a business is confronted with. Learn more about what they can do for you at jimersonfirm.com.
Total Wine and More is having a Taste of Town November 8th and 9th from noon to 6 both days. Enjoy great liquor brands, craft beer, and more. Brackish Vodka is excited to announce 6 additional flavors, and all can be sampled and purchased at the Total Wine and More Taste of Town November 8th and 9th. Come to Total Wine at the Town Center and sample great local brands. Brackish Vodka is a proud partner of the Jaguars and proud to be supporting the Taste of Town.
He thinks he knows what he's talking about.
Of course.
Find out if he does.
Is there anything else we need to know?
Catch CBS Sports senior NFL writer Pete Prisco every Friday afternoon on The Franchi Show. Brought to you by Showtime Sports Cards and Collectibles.
Duck Duck Rooter wants you to join our VIP membership program. This will give you peace of mind knowing your plumbing, heating, and cooling systems are running their best. Ready to join? Call 904-862-6769. That's 904-802-6769.
The experts at AMCO have been fixing cars for almost 60 years. Over that time, they've gotten more complex than ever. That's why our techs undergo rigorous training and certifications, so they can fix anything, including the most complicated repairs that come with some of the latest technologies. After 60 years, there's nothing we haven't seen or fixed. It's how we know cars inside and out.
Money tight? We can finance almost anybody. Find the AMCO transmissions nearest you at AMCOJacksonville.com.
What defines a hero? Dedication, loyalty, courage. Every day at AMCO, we serve heroes. For over 60 years, we've repaired and maintained the most critical public service vehicles. From complex transmissions to simple brake jobs with flexible financing and the extra safety precautions we need. The heroes we serve don't all wear uniforms. They're people like you. At AMCO, we're proud to serve all of you. AA MCO.
Family family owned and operated in Jacksonville, Orange Park, St. Augustine, and St. Mary's, Georgia.
Attention skilled electricians. Are you undervalued at your current company? Time to step up to the bigger projects and better opportunities. Join the team at Miller Electric Company, a trusted name in the industry for over 96 years. At Miller, we tackle the biggest projects in the city, offering not just a job, but an experienced, top-notch pay, unbeatable benefits, and the best working environments in the business. Please join the team that values your skills and rewards your hard work. Elevate your career to new heights. Apply today at millercareers.com, an equal opportunity employer.
Hey, Hicken here for Prize Picks. Download the app today and use code JAX, J-A-X, to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. That's promo code JAX to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks, man. Run your game.
Swammin, when was the last time that you cleaned your air ducts?
Dad, I manage the air duct cleaning at Zero Res. Trust me, my ducts are cleaner than the plates after Thanksgiving dinner.
Well, I hope so, but it's not just you I'm thinking of. Everyone in Jacksonville should get their air ducts cleaned before the holidays.
You're right. Even though we don't blast the heat like up north, we still trap dust and allergens when the windows stay shut. All that gunk just recirculates through your home and makes your air quality worse.
So you're saying Zero Res air duct cleaning keeps my air fresh and ready for my holiday guests?
Exactly. Clean ducts means cleaner air, just in time for Thanksgiving. Plus, we've got a November special running right now. Call Zero Res today and we'll give you $50 off. No more dust, just fresh, clean air for you and your family this holiday season.
Sounds good, son. Now, how about that family discount?
We'll see, Dad.
Visit ZeroResJacksonville.com or call now. Zero Res,
spelled forward or backwards, it's the right way to clean.
Zero Res.
1 second left. Packers are down by 6 at the goal line. Your defense is the only thing stopping them from scoring. Is your team prepared? Double Check Cybersecurity has your back. With an AI-powered defense, start your 14-day trial at doublecheck.com.
This is Dr. Kevin Kaplan, head team physician for your Jacksonville Jaguars. Here's the latest update on the Jags, brought to you by Baptist Health and JOI.
Jaguars quarterback Trevor Lawrence was listed as limited in Wednesday's practice with a left shoulder injury. Lawrence was asked when he'll make a decision on if he'll play Sunday against the Vikings.
I'm not going to put a day on it of when when a decision will be made, or, not necessarily a timeline on that. I think just want to be able to feel comfortable and feel like I can play my best and give everything I need to help our team win. So I think that's what the decision comes down to at the end of the day. So that's where my mind is and what I'm thinking about and what's best for the team, obviously myself too, but ultimately for the team.
Trevor Lawrence on Wednesday. I'm Andrew Gibson with your Jacksonville Orthopedic Institute Jaguars update.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Now, the cool down from the cool guys at Donovan Air Electric and Plumbing. Fast, reliable, and honest service since '87.
On a cool down with some college basketball tonight. Florida game 2, JU game 2. UNF has their home opener tonight.
Jump ball, get it. Jump ball, get it.
Get
jump
it.
ball.
Get it.
Jump ball.
Go
Spray, go Gator.
I noticed a result from opening night last night, and the old term, it's more about the Jimmies and Joes than X's and O's.
Yes, sir.
I think that varies by sport.
Well, college sports, I think coaches are a little more
College
important.
basketball, there is no more important guy than the coach.
Okay.
And to wit, Villanova University, who has gone from a winning national
They
lost to Columbia right out of the gates to the coach that Jay Wright handpicked. You can't recreate the charisma and chemistry and talent of the best. Teams make more mistakes hiring assistants of great players, thinking great coach, thinking they're going to get that great coach's resume, and they're not. They're getting just the guy who's going to try.
Yeah.
And so Villanova has gone from the penthouse to the outhouse awful quick. 10-point loss to Columbia. I'm going to guess that Columbia is not a very good basketball team.
Ivy League. Smart, though.
Yeah. I'll run that back cut on you all day.
I'm jonesing for some headlines.
You have been. You've been very, very, there must be something goodness knows in there, E.
Well, they're brought to you by my friend Dr. Rick Townsend, Concierge Medicine. You can learn more. For you young people, man, it's very affordable. Check it out. You don't have to worry about your doctor forever. It's mypvconcierge.com. MyPVConcierge.com. You'll be glad you did. Kick it. Here we go. Actual headlines from New York periodicals. Things to do when you're expecting. Giselle covers baby bump in baggy clothes while running errands attending Pilates in Miami.
Is it really anyone's business who wears what and why they're wearing it?
New York.
We know she's pregnant. What's she hiding?
New York YouTuber dead at 25 after crashing BMW during street race in front of horrified crowd on Queens Highway.
Hard to feel sorry. Darwinism to the max.
Mystery as woman enters Niagara River just above falls week after a mom jumped in with 2 kids.
How do you miss the mom jumping in with 2 kids story when that happened? Did we have a lady going with 2 kids over the falls and die?
Yeah, she
I
pushed
missed
her
that.
kids in first. It was
Good
horrible.
Lord, man.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Dave Portnoy reveals twist in escalating Zach Bryan feud.
Who is Zach Bryan? A singer?
Country singer, yeah.
What's he? Do you know what they're?
I only read
beefing about.
Yeah. Digging through time, archaeologists make remarkable discovery of 4,000-year-old town hidden in Arabian oasis.
I think of all of the scientific things that I trust least is when they just tell you how long ago stuff was. Not buying it.
Like old times, Olympic gold medalist shares why she cut off best friend and former teammate for 8 years.
And the rest of the country shared why they could care less.
Oh, here. I'm not reading that one. Glass half full. New York City liquor stores were crazy busy on election night with workers revealing one bizarre trend among customers.
I tell you what, it drives you to drink either out of consolation or out of celebration. So that makes sense.
Turning heads, Coco Austin's sexy mom and sister wow fans with matching moment. You look like triplets.
Who's Coco
Coco's
Austin? Is that
Ice-T's, yeah.
Is her little girl just a blown up mini version of Coco?
Well, this isn't a girl. These are sisters.
Oh.
Yeah.
Coco's sister look like Coco?
Nah, she don't look that much like Coco.
Okay.
Coco's enhanced, I think. If you know what I mean.
That's just about every body part on Coco. Yeah, every single part of it.
Florida photographer fatally shot in fight. What just happened here? We just lost. Florida photographer fatally shot in fight over pictures, and it was all live streamed.
I mean, people just kill people like it's a video game and you just hit restart.
Army soldier allegedly killed Navy veteran and his teacher fiance in Texas wreck after getting drunk at gender reveal party.
Oof. So he gets drunk at the gender reveal and then drives drunk, so he killed them in a car wreck. He didn't kill... driving drunk, man, the sooner that you learn, the better, whatever it takes.
New Lakers coach storms off after LeBron playing hard question.
Listen, JJ's a little bizzle, man.
Oh, boy.
You hired a guy.
Oh, no.
I can smell that man's hair gel from here this morning.
Man, let JJ
You hired a pretty boy, Dookie.
He's handsome.
Yeah, he's a pretty boy is what he is. And he's going to wear his $1,000 loafers to the press conference. They're going to fit right in now.
Rory McIlroy believes Donald Trump could hasten PGA Live merger.
Yeah, I don't know.
We want justice. Peanut the squirrel's caretaker fears animal was decapitated by NYS as he plans funeral and lawsuit.
I don't know about Peanut the squirrel.
You ever heard about Peanut the squirrel?
No, but you're not
Just
allowed
heard
to
about
tell
him
me.
yesterday.
What happened to Peanut? You can tell me, Dan.
Is the music over?
Yeah.
The music on.
What's Peanut? What's he?
Man, they did Peanut dirty, man.
It's a squirrel. It's a rat with a tail.
No,
what did they do?
No. He was a pet.
A pet squirrel?
He was a pet.
That's the first mistake.
And I don't know who gives you the right here, but they stormed in.
Who's they?
The man's house. Whoever that NYS is.
New York Sanitation?
I don't think it was that. They seized the rodent. State agents came in, seized his squirrel, and killed the squirrel.
Well, what led to... There has to be more to this story. People don't go barging in and knocking down doors to kill squirrels.
Got to leave people alone, man. He's just a little...
What happens if I call... What about this? Say, hey, man, here's what... I got an idea for everybody. Like, you could have used this instead of having your poor guys from... who was it? Who ended up getting it?
Now, this may change your...
Was it your Lockhart guys that got your squirrel out for you? Who was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, here's what you do. A new idea now. Just call the NYS and say, hey, my pet squirrel's stuck in the attic. Could you get it for me? They'll come break down the door and get him out of there.
The DEC claimed it was forced to perform rabies tests on Peanut and Longo's, this may change your opinion, pet raccoon named Fred. And those tests require a sample from the subject's brain. So they decapitated a little fella. This is just bigger.
Peanut, I'm learning now. See, the Texans coming in with the dirty deeds. Peanut was kidnapped from the wild. The guy used peanut butter.
Is that what he did?
For IG clout. Maybe they should have let Peanut go and killed the guy who kidnapped him.
I mean, look at the little fellow with his little cowboy hat. He's cute as a button, man. Leave Peanut alone, man. Now he's dead. Okay? Are you happy?
I don't know why they killed him. That part's strange.
No reason to kill Peanut.
If you're in any kind, I mean, because the whole thing is set up like you're some sort of animal protection agency, so I don't know why. It's not like...
It says here, after rehabilitating the helpless animal for 8 months, they released him, but he refused to leave, so they took him into their home full time.
Well, it sounds like Peanut was done a disservice.
Peanut was done dirty, man, and Peanut's dead now, okay?
Mm.
Look at the picture of the owner and Peanut.
Let me see.
I mean, that's a love affair. Is there any reason to wipe that little squirrel out? He's not bugging anybody.
Can you tell me how they went and what they did and what they... Like, how do they know that Peanut is even there? Like, who narked him out? What Karen in apartment 5C called the law?
One more picture of the Halloween with Peanut.
Peanut looks like a delightful little guy.
He's a little guy kissing. He's dressed up as a squirrel.
You know,
the owner.
I don't get it, dude. Why?
What did they come get Peanut for?
Yeah, I mean, they say Peanut was kidnapped from the wild. That's not what that says. They said he was injured. They rehabbed him. From the text line designed by Lifetime Enclosures, I need an address here so that I can avoid this neighborhood. My dad has a bobcat.
It's a what?
Yeah.
That's different.
Had it when we were in Connecticut. Feds came and took the cat. He got it back.
This is upstate New York.
He got it back and had to move to Florida. He's all over social media.
Florida, man.
I mean, my dad had a bobcat. Connecticut said no. He said, okay, I'll move. And what about Florida? Let you bring the bobcat in. We're good. Bring it in.
You can't have a bobcat. If you do have a bobcat, that's a little different because if the bobcat gets out and eats a person, that's bad. Peanut ain't going to eat anybody.
Connecticut said no. Florida said, hold my beer. Come on. From the text line designed by Enclosures, it's this diversity of audience that I love so much. I mean, every corner of society hits us.
Yeah.
That's good eating. My dad was raised on squirrel.
Well, there you go. Look at Daniela. Look at the wife.
Of the squirrel or of the man?
Of the man. She's crushed by the death of Peanut. Look at her, the poor lady.
Those pouty lips.
That's not what I'm asking you to look at.
She's pouty.
I don't ask you to get sexual here. I ask you just to look at the picture.
Whoa.
Pouty lips is a sexual
I mean, what is it? As smart as I am, I didn't mean it that way. She's pouting and crying.
No, she's sad.
She's really not that pretty, so back off.
Well, she's kind of pretty.
Here's more. You are not allowed to have a squirrel as a pet in New York. It's against the law.
So what?
I think it bit someone. They have to test it for rabies. So listen, at least tell me the squirrel it did something. Don't tell me you just busted in because you saw a silhouette like the boot lamp.
We'll have more on Peanut tomorrow. We got to go.
Now, the 2-minute drill. Brought to you by Injury Care Center. Discover BioTarget Regenerative Therapy, a safer drug-free solution for lasting pain relief. Visit GoBioTarget.com.
I got all kinds of layers. They found the lady that reported Peanut. Now she's getting harassed like crazy.
No, she deserves it.
Peanut was going to die from cholesterol-saturated heart attack.
Good morning, Mike.
Good morning.
How are you, my friend?
I'm all right. How are you guys?
We're doing good.
Dude, what about this? He started an animal sanctuary from the money he earned off of Peanut from TikTok. I mean, what are we doing, NYS?
I don't know. It's wrong. What's cooking on a Thursday? Oh, it's breakfast day.
Yeah, we had
D-Rock.
fresh squirrel this morning.
Yeah, I bet. It's a squirrel burrito. I don't think they're off.
Oh, no.
Squirrel, and there's some hamsters
Oh,
in there.
dear. Hamsters? No.
Y'all check your pets, kids.
Oh,
y'all never ate it? Squirrel fillet? It's delicious.
My dad used to eat squirrel.
Yeah.
My relatives have eaten a ton of squirrel. I don't think I have.
You're West Virginia.
I don't think.
You probably did.
Well, I'm not West Virginia. It would have been here in the deep south, but nonetheless.
Yeah, D-Rock loser again for the breakfast.
Gosh. But he's also here to add some insight and some fun on the program.
Oh, but that's potentially going to happen as well. Yeah.
Has he entered the building
did
yet?
you see his story on how Josh Hines Allen and Trayvon Walker decide who is on the field?
No.
Rock, paper, scissors.
Oh, jeez.
True story. That.
I read that, and I honestly God thought it was from The Onion. That was real?
No, it's a true story.
Oh, I thought it...
No. 100% true.
I'm sorry I missed it. I literally thought it was a joke, Dan. I thought it was an April Fool's joke. Trayvon was on the field because of rock, paper, scissors. I didn't even bother reading it.
Which one you want to be in? Well, all right, let's do rock, paper, scissors three times. That's how Trayvon was on the field.
I thought it was a joke.
Fumble.
I literally said, hey, look at this funny joke.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So, I mean...
What are we doing?
I'd say they're lucky.
What's the system? What is the
know that
How do you know
morning.
when you're... What if they didn't play rock, paper, scissors? Do they both stand there until Ryan Nielsen says something?
Oh, my God. Well, you have something good to dive into.
There's that.
Maybe you guys can play. Maybe D-Rock will say, let's play rock, paper, scissors instead of the breakfast bowl.
He'd have better odds. He would.
Well, have a great show.
All right, thank you.
It's Mike, Tony, it's D-Rock, and they're getting ready to rock and roll on a Thursday. Our job is done, and poor Peanut is dead.
This has been an outstanding day for the text line. If you guys could kind of keep this mentality moving forward, we'll all have a better time. That's going to do it for a Custom Tree Surgeons Thursday. Thank you so much.